Cello, 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 cello.
Hello, hello. We are live and we are direct today.
Absolutely. Hello, everybody. As you pop in, nice to see you today. I'm not. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just changing one parameter on my screen, so therefore, y'all can talk to me on Facebook as well. Otherwise, it doesn't work so well.
Right,
As some
right.
of you may know.
Absolutely. And I'm sharing myself out. So,
Oh, you're special. You're sharing yourself.
yes, I'm sharing myself today. Good morning to all everybody that is coming on in. Y'all are not playing this morning. We are always fashionably late. Why? Because we can be.
Yes, yes. This morning was a. It's morning. It's morning.
It's
So we're good.
morning.
Absolutely.
It's morning. It's a morning. We still in the Lions Gate portal. We in the retrogrades. It's a lot of energy happening around here right now.
Exactly. Exactly. Hello, client Casey. Hello, Jojo. Nice to see you in, Jojo. It's been a while. Good to see you. Julie, good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, good
Valerie
morning.
Copeland, Rachel. Rachel saw you in last night. Good to see you in. And Rachel,
Yes.
I think you're onto something. You asked a question last night, and you were kind of pondering a thought. I guess is the way I would put it. And I think you're right. I think you and your husband have been together before in a previous life. This is not the first time for you guys. Um, hey, Nita B, nice to see you in as well.
Hello. Divine Feminine, Mina, Kay, Allison. Hello.
Yes. Oh, Mina. Hey, it's been a
Alexa.
while for Mina. Good to see you back in, Mina. I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you in. Allison, good to see you in.
Yes.
Apex, nice to see you in. Jessa, nice to see you in as well. Don't forget, folks, ask the question. And remember, if
Yes.
you ask the question, there's no guarantee you'll get an answer or reading based on time. And it doesn't matter when you come in. Again, if you ask a question that we're drawn to, we will pull to that question. So if you say, "Oh my God, I've been here for 2 hours," but I ask, "What does spirit want me to know?" Okay, you know.
Not the robot.
Exactly. Or does Joey love me? Or the
Well,
person I saw on the train 2 weeks ago who I didn't talk to, never had eye contact with, do they love me and will we have babies?
oh, not
You know?
have babies.
So it's like, you're already doing all the planning before you even met the bride. So you get my point. I don't mean to be facetious, but I guess I was. That was a bit silly. But the point is give a good question. Give us a question. And remember, you're asking spirit, you're asking your higher power. You're actually going to your higher power and say, hey, I would love to know this. I need to know this. Could you give me something? So think about it. If you could ask one question in the entire world, are you going to blow it on? Will I have spaghetti for dinner tomorrow?
Right, right.
So you kind
And
of get
I
where I'm going with this.
absolutely, absolutely. I am getting drawn to Kay's question because this is an awesome question. What contributions did my ancestors make to society?
Oh, I like it.
That is an awesome question.
It is indeed.
Well, your cards was already coming out before even happening. So I feel like they know how to make, rags to riches, honey, with this page of of pentacles. But I'm getting straight into it because that's how spirit is moving right now and super chatty. Um, I just feel like those when it comes to that, they understand the hard work that it takes to be part of society, but it's their doing. They're not lazy, they're making it happen. That is awesome. I also feel like with this three of swords here, is that, um, oh, wow, I heard the word healing from that. But helping others overcome that because then you also have the tower card. So it's making changes, coming out of the comfort zone. So I feel like that's what your ancestors is all about. They're not the ones that is put in the box. These are the ones that step up and show up. They are the leaders. So I feel like that's what they bring to society of your ancestors, and they are instilling it in you. And that's amazing. They're like, look, you can bring your own harvest, and you don't have to rely on others when you can do it yourself. And for them to be part of your situation, that's what they are all about. I just felt like it was just straight to the point of like, look, they don't wait around for nobody. They make their own moves. Um, oh yes, they told me to move up and stand up. Oh heck yeah. Okay, I mean, I feel like this will overcome whatever this Three of Swords is. Like they don't um hold on to problems. They always find solutions to the problem. You know what I mean? Like with this and being right here in the middle of the Page of Pentacles and the Tower, they make things happen. So that's what they instilling in you, and going from there. I just think that was just straight to the point. They are straight leaders, and and that's what they are imprinting on you to do. So I just thought that was a great question. I mean, it just caught my eye. Boom.
Exactly. And while we're booming, y'all
Yes.
need to boom that like button. Get on that like button. Come on. Hover over it if you need to for a minute or so and say, do I feel liked? Yes, you feel liked. So hit the
You
hit
feel
that,
like?
hit that like button. Also, that share button's awfully friendly. It's calling your
Yes, it
name.
is.
And then that subscribe button, if you're on YouTube, if you haven't hit it yet, that subscribe button will give you so much feeling of accomplishment.
Yeah.
So let's show some love. Give us the
I-
love. Hit that like button, the share button, and that subscribe button.
we greatly appreciate it. We greatly appreciate
Yes,
it.
yes, yes, yes. Nita, you are next. Nita's message was, "Hi, y'all."
Hi, y'all.
Good energy. They love it, right?
Yeah.
Would love a what's next in career message, please.
Ooh.
Mm. Oh, you know what? I didn't answer. I'm sorry. Who was the pre?
It's okay.
What
It
was the
was
last one?
okay. It was about her ancestor, their contributions
Okay.
to society. If
Yeah,
that
it's
makes
interesting because I got a click hit there and then I just totally went off in a different way. Um,
sense.
um, and it's interesting, Kay. When you talk ancestors, are you talking? Yeah, okay, you are. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I was
You
I
answered
was
that all.
connecting a different way, but
Yeah.
okay. Kay, I'm going to go off a little differently. Okay, I know you asked that question about your ancestors, but you in some of your past lives have been a major contributor. And I think it's interesting if you were to go and through past life regression, you would find that yes, you've had some mundane lives because that was what you chose in your life contract when you came into this world for those lives. But you've had some lives where you've been involved in some interesting things that would would surprise you. I got at one point you were a warrior and you were a fierce warrior. Um, but unfortunately, I'm gonna blow your mind on this one. You weren't on the right side. I'm getting the feeling like on you were on the aggressor side that wasn't right, and but you were victorious. Eventually, that side wind up it set itself up for the conquest, and the conquest held for for a number of centuries. But when you did that, you were part of that conquest because you felt you were doing the right thing, but you weren't on the right side. Um, uh, but the good thing is you were victorious and you were strong, you were powerful, you were mighty, and you had no fear. No fear. I mean, I don't know. I feel when I felt that energy, I was like, when I say feel, I don't mean feel. I'm not empathic, but when I got the download of information about what you were fierce. You were fierce, and you have some of that in this world. Remember, that was a lesson that you needed to learn, and you scripted for yourself in that lifetime. And that's a lesson you brought here. And the reason why I think they brought me to that lifetime to have the conversation with you about now, even though you asked us about your physical ancestors and your lineage, is because I think that right now, Kay, you need to find that fierceness. You need to find that energy that you learned from that lesson many lives ago. Because right now, I feel that you don't have the fierceness you're not tapping that fierceness. You have it. You're not tapping it. And remember, you are an expression of all of your past lives. You are the connection of the soul. The soul comes in with you, even though the soul sets separate in the sense, in that way, in my opinion. You bring all that knowledge in. You bring that recorded history in with you. And as it sits with you, you draw upon it when you need. And so, Kay, I'm getting the feeling you need to be strong. You need to be fierce right now. And you need to understand your power. You can do anything. When you incorporate that energy you brought from that lifetime to this, I'm telling you, you can do anything and nothing will hold you back. You cannot be stopped. And you needed to hear that now because, again, I get the strong feeling that you are not that fierce person right now. You are not that strong and you feel a bit vulnerable. And you also, you don't have your voice. It's like you're not using your voice all the way. Open your chakra. Let your voice free. Speak your truth. Be that fierce warrior and be damned how the cards fall. They'll fall the way they're meant to be. It's not going to change a damn thing except for you being all you, holistically you. That's my message. I'm going to say amen now and get off the pulpit. So there you go.
Yes,
Sorry, Nita. That was a sidetrack.
It's okay. I wanted to add something because I did pull like some other cards, but we was going on to the next one. Just because of I remember the cards because I didn't shuffle that deck. I'm using another deck, but Temperance comes out, and it's like that's that healing. And you're not just healing yourself in this on this realm. You're healing past realms and everything, like keep going forward. But that's that fierceness, that's that ace of swords. That's what you bring to the table. That's that same energy here. But this is learning that high priestess energy that is tapping into your true power. And this is being in control. So that was just confirmation on what Don was saying. These cards was already out. So yeah, there you go, love.
I hope she's still around because I haven't. Oh, she said thank you so much. I hope she didn't leave right after that because.
All right.
Hey, if you did, you missed a whole bunch.
You missed the whole thing, girl.
You'll be replaying for a while.
Just
hey,
replay.
Angie, nice to see you in. Hey, From Wellness, nice to see you in as well.
Yes, Angie. Hey, love. Hey, welcome back to Phoenix. You was in Florida. Phoenix. Florida was trying to keep you. No, Atlanta was trying to keep you. Atlanta was trying to keep you.
Centers of Atlanta, like stay here, come here, stay here.
Yeah, but you know what? Atlanta is always like that when it comes to the weather.
Yeah.
They will stop everything, and that's just how it is with Atlanta. They always been like that.
Mm-hmm. And they're built on a plane, so it's like it's the weather will.
Yeah, regardless of what's going on weather-wise outside, if Atlanta can't figure out they gonna just shut it down.
Yes, indeed.
It took one of my friends to get to Nebraska 2 days from Atlanta because of the weather, because of the snow and the ice and everything. So it's just how it is, honey. It's just how it is.
Exactly.
If we get the train system back, honey, we won't have all these darn problems with the planes.
Especially with high-speed rail. That'd be nice.
Heck yeah.
Europe has it. China has it. Really? We can't do it? Like,
that don't make sense of how we can do it when we was building the whole railroad system and all of that for the longest, and then all of a sudden
the railroad built this country. The railroad built this country, and we tend to forget that little minor detail. Our country, when we did the Manifest Destiny and moved west, the railroad is what really made that. I mean, yes, the wagon trains did a good job, but that was not sustainable. No. And the railroad is what really took people west because railroads were faster, safer, and more economical.
Yes. You remember Oregon Trail? That game, Oregon Trail. You remember that?
Mm-mm.
So in school, so this was like an old computer game. But it's not a game too much. It's like strategy. And you have to take care of this whole family.
Mm-hmm.
And from one destination to get into Oregon. And this is the trail. Now, on this trail, you may have diseases. You may have,
Oh Lord.
animals attack. And you might run out of food and all of these type of things. So you have to like protect yourself. It was crazy. It's crazy. Like, we had to figure. This is when we had those big old computer screens, the boxes, you know.
Oh, okay. Now I don't. I try to avoid politics here. Okay, so
Yes.
this is
Yes.
my warning, folks. But
Okay.
you're in Florida, right, Shauna?
Yeah,
They're going to take that out of the curriculum because
I know.
that could offend little people thinking
I
they were offended
know.
because they had to live the Oregon Trail. But that's it. I'll stop that. That was close enough because I'm like
Well, we're not going to talk about that because we'll be on here all damn day.
exactly. I'm like, Lord have mercy. I used to, when I was younger, we had PC games, and the PC games were very, very basic. But one of the ones I did was the Railroad Tycoon, and you would have to build the railroad, and then you had to show how you had to build the town first, and then get the railroad to come and whatever, and how the railroad then would grow the town. So it was quite an
Mhm.
amazing thing,
Mhm.
And it's like, it's amazing what it takes to build. When you do that, it teaches you how the
Right.
economics of building. It doesn't just happen. It doesn't just happen. And there's
Mhm.
certain things that have to fall in place first, and therefore then you build and then it's one of those building they will come, but you
Yes.
have to do it, and it was amazing. It was such an educational experience.
Yeah. Yeah. The same. The first Sims. Yes. Remember, that game is going on right now. It's like that reality of you know, the digital world, child, digital world. But it's
And
like the same of like how to survive. If you was on your own, how to survive in the wilderness, you know. And that Oregon Trail, this was like you in a wagon, you got your horse, you have the food, you have all of this. So it was crazy. I enjoyed playing that game. I died a couple times, but the family done caught the plague and all this other type of mess. It was still cool. It was still cool.
oh my goodness. Well, folks, again, don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Nita, we're getting to you. I
Yes.
promise. I promise. I found that and I had to put it back in rotation. I love that one.
Heck yeah. I love it. I love it. I
I
love
made
it.
that a long time ago, and it's one of my faves. One of my
Yes.
faves.
Yes.
So now let's see what we
Yes.
got for Nita.
Nita.
She's like,
Nita.
about damn time.
Nita. Right? They're like, damn. Am I still up? Nita, you have the two of wands. It's time for you to be here's the thing. It's time to understand and be clear of your direction with your career. Okay? It's time to look at the bigger picture, not doing it just for someone else, doing it for you. What makes you happy? What makes you um um you know that going that extra mile. But also it's time to put things into yeah, like yes. Y'all see that? Y'all see
Y'all can buy these. Y'all can buy these. I'll show you where.
that? Yes. Yes. Um,
Sorry.
I meant to have say something earlier about kind of threw me off.
Oh Lord, it's one of those days, folks. Sorry, the energy
It's
is
one.
crazy,
It's
which is
one.
good.
It's
Which is
one.
good.
It's two of them days because you got both of us. So with this, I also feel like not just being actionary to your. I feel like it's like to your career because you have the Three of Cups right here. It is starting to connect with or pick people's brains in that industry and where you want to go next. But this is also saying staying focused with this Eight of Pentacles being here. I mean, like really get into your skills are, what your ability, what your craft is, and staying focused on that. I mean, like mastering it. Um, and if don't know what that may be, like diving deeper into it. This is, asking someone to help, asking, having that connection and surrounding. I just feel like when it comes to with the Three of Cups here, I just feel like it is new people. You surrounding yourself with new people in having that new connection with networking. I think that's the words that I was looking for, because I was kind of like all over the place with this connection, networking, to help you with your craft, to help you with your next, with your career. But I also feel like it's like start to be actionary in moving in towards that. You have the Page of Swords here, and the Page of Swords is definitely speaking of when you focus on your craft and don't allow distractions to throw you off. I feel like you will receive a message. And this is also with this Page of Swords, like a message. You're receiving this message of saying that you are ready. You are ready to take it to the next level. You are ready to face what's coming towards you, but with grace and having that courage to do so. I feel like it's going to be packed with just a lot of information, so much so it gets you out of your own limitations, what your restrictions are, because you have the Eight of Swords here. And this is more believing in self and trusting in your skills, in your abilities, in your craft, what it is that you want to do. Another thing, you have the Four of Cups here. Now, a lot of times when the Four of Cups comes up, I see it as don't miss out on your opportunity. Don't miss out on opportunity presenting itself, because you may feel so comfortable where you at right now, and you're like, this is where I'm going to be. This is just there's what's coming up after this. And for the Four of Cups, for me, I feel like it's also you taking the initiative to turn around, to say, okay, I'm gonna take this cup, I'm gonna see what this cup is about, because these other cups, they are already filled, they already did what they needed to do, but now you got this new cup coming. That's that new opportunity. This is the new blessing Spirit is trying to give you. But here's the thing, this blessing turns into the Wheel of Fortune, a new cycle, also good karma coming your way, as well as you coming on top of this. Like one thing is coming to a completion. I just find it where you have um, the uh, elevation, expansion. I think that's what I was looking for, the expansion here for you. um but I see success when you start to take your career in your own hand. You know what? And accepting the blessing from Spirit, regardless of how, because it can be a blessing in disguise. That's what I'm getting with this Four of Cups, a blessing in disguise, and something that Spirit is blessing you with is going to have you come out of your comfort zone. Okay, so that's what I have for you, my love. It felt like it was probably all over the place, because it feels like that's where you were at, trying to figure out what your next steps are. And I just feel like you taking control of where you want your career to go next. Okay, so that's what I have for you, my love.
Super. Nita, the one thing that I was getting for you is that I think you should be looking into the not for profit, nonprofit sector. I'm being drawn to that group, and I don't know why specifically. I think you should be doing some public outreach, some community outreach and community service, some community something. And so I think what you should be doing is again, I'm getting the feeling like you will be served well to look into those opportunities, something that involves community, involves outreach, and again, it's a nonprofit, not for profit, maybe even a government type situation like an NGO or something as well. It's I just for some reason I feel that that's where I think you'll be happiest as well, because I think that you will be able in those roles, in that role or those roles, depending on which one it is. I think that you'll find that you'll be able to see the results of the work that you do. And I get the feeling like you need to see results, because sometimes you feel like you're sitting in some jobs, you feel like you're just pedaling and not going anywhere. And that drove you crazy about that. You want to see movement. You want to see that something is happening because you put it into motion. And so I'm telling you, in my opinion, I see you in a position again with maybe an NGO or a government position, again, nonprofit, not for profit, whatever. But again, serving the community, doing some service, doing something that is helping people, and maybe it's connecting them to agencies, or connecting people to services, or connecting them to what is some availability of or access to things, those kind of things. This is what I'm seeing you do. So again, I see you involved in the community, working with the community and helping the community to communicate, grow, and understand their needs, and then communicate them to the government through, again, it's like I'm getting NGO. I keep getting NGO. So it's like a non-government aid organization, but works with the government entities. That's kind of what I'm getting. So that's what I see. That's what I see. That's what I see. And again, for you, it's that feeling of knowing that you see the effect of the work that you do. That's the real thing, because you just need, again, you don't want to be in a blind situation where you just do it and you do it and you do it and you do it and you don't see the results. That's not you. That's not who you are, and that's not what you're built to do. You're somebody who's like, I can help you. I will help you. And now let's celebrate the fact that you got the help. That's what I'm getting it. So there you go.
There you go.
There you go. Next. Who is next? Let's see. I did. While we're on jobs, let's do Jessa.
Jessa, are you still here?
She caught my attention as well.
Okay. Jessa, can you confirm that you are here?
Hello, Jessa. My
May
dear,
I?
are you here, my dear?
Where could I have a new job offer to start, new beginning, and kind of industry will offer it? What kind of industry will offer it? All right, so that's detail.
Uh-huh.
Jessa.
You know, I was drawn this question, so I do want to answer it, even though she may not be here. Jessa, you're lost. Because I got some good stuff for you. That sounded arrogant, didn't it? Oh, no, I mean, I have good news for you. Not that it's good reading, because it's always a good reading. So I can't help myself. No matter what I say, I will not get out of this. So let's just get right to it. Because I'm like, digging the hole deeper, don't I?
Let's go. Let's go.
Exactly. Oh my God, Jessa, don't expect it till the end of summer. And what am I saying? We're almost in. Believe me, September, October timeframe. This is an opportunity that's coming to you. This opportunity is an opportunity that that it kind of checks a number of the boxes, but it is not the answer. It's not the end all be all. You will be drawn to it. You will take this opportunity, but you will not be there. This is not your career. This is a job. Remember this. This is a stepping stone. In this job that you take, again, it's like in the late September, early October timeframe. When you take this opportunity, make sure that you keep your eye on upward trajectory, because this is that stepping stone job. This is not going to be your career. When you get in that position, you're going to find yourself fascinated with the organization you're working with. You're going to find yourself readily wanting to go deeper with them, because once you realize what they do and how well they do it, you want to be really long-term affiliated with them. And then as you do, the stepping stones are going to light their way. You just have to be aware of it. So keep your eye open, and then take the leap up and take the next step by asking for this job. And so you're gonna maneuver yourself in the company through stepping stones and work your way up. This is going again. So this first job, do not look at it as I don't want it because I don't want this as my career. It's not going to be your career. That's what I'm telling you. Take the job as a stepping stone, and then use the access. That's the word I was looking at. Use the access that opportunity gives you inside the business to take the next step and move yourself to the positions that you want. And I think you'll be surprised how readily available those opportunities will present themselves, and you will move up faster than you think. So again, don't poo-poo a job because you don't want that job necessarily. When the job comes late September, early October, snatch it like it was a diamond tiara, put it on your head and wear it proudly, because it is going to give you the access to get that next step, and then the next step, and the next step. It's what you do with it that's going to be how it spins. So if you don't take that opportunity and use it to your advantage, and just take the opportunity and say, I'm just a cog in the wheel, you will be a cog in the wheel. But that's not what that job's for. The job is an opportunity for you to springboard, and that gives you access to all these other opportunities. Take them.
Yeah.
Take them.
Yeah. That's just confirmation of what just came out. All the cards that just came out. You got the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is information. And it's also you receiving a message of letting you know this job is available and that you will take it, but it's just straight information, because what clarified it is the Eight of Pentacles. So all you're doing is learning all this information and
Yep.
learning the craft, and you're using it. You're staying focused and you're using it to your advantage. You also have the Queen of Pentacles here, so you're understanding. And this is that is that fall, the end of the summer, going into the fall type. That's what I'm also feeling. But you got the King, the King that's clarifying that, and with that, I just feel there is the balance of, all right, bam, I'm using this as saving the coin, saving the money, managing my money, having the security and everything. But yet you are in the driver's seat for this, and you are in control of this with this Chariot card. It will bring the victory in, as far as in the balance of what you are seeking right now. But you are career driven with this Knight of Wands. You want something more. You see it and you're like, all right, bam, I want to go for the next. I want to go for the king. I want the kingdom now. But this will bring the abundance in. A definitely financial abundance. Stay positive, stay optimistic regardless. That's that give, that balance, once again, that giving and receiving. But at the same time, this is the growth that gets you to your next level. Okay, so these are the things financially. It will this job will take care of what it needs to take care of. You know what I mean? And push you in a better position. But also, you got to remember the energy that you are carrying with this Knight. You want something more. And at the same time, you are the one that's going to make it happen. Okay? You are the one that is going to definitely help elevate yourself, as far as in just grabbing in all that information. Here's the thing. Anytime, and I've said this a lot of times to folks, anytime you get a job or get a house or things like that, you have to understand, what do you want that job to do for you? Okay. And use that as your next stepping stone, to get to your vision, your goal, your dream. And it can be, okay, I want to have my own business, but I gotta do this first. I need to um learn this area first. So let me make this little sacrifice and do the work. Let me take the time out and do and understand and get those connections, the where your next one is you standing on your own 2 feet. You have those connections. You have all of that because you understood what that role of that job is about. You know what I mean? A lot of times, people they feel like they stuck in a job because they're not seeing what they can use the job for, or what the job is being used for, what the role of the job is. You know, that you get stuck into the politics and the drama and all that. You like, wait a minute, this job has it's like a puzzle, right? So this is one puzzle. To get to the next puzzle, you gotta make sure it lines up right, so where you can get that big picture together, if that makes sense. So that's what I have. It's just confirmation of the same thing. But you are in control of all of this, my love.
Yes, and exactly the most important thing to do is just make sure that if you ever if everybody, it's interesting. I don't know if you ever read it or not, but everybody should read The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
Oh yeah.
You understand that there's a long-term game for everything. If you take a short-term game, if you're playing a short-term game, then don't be surprised that you get outwitted or outmaneuvered, because the reality is most strategic thinkers are already 1 or 2 steps ahead of most of us because we don't think that way. And so when you're looking at jobs and you're looking at other things, again, you're not you should always look through that and say, okay, what's beyond that? Because that's where I need to strategically plan. When you strategically plan ahead and you are 2, 3 steps ahead, it makes the job a lot easier to maneuver through, because you're thinking, this is my now. This is not my always. This is my now.
Right.
And your now will change, as in everything does change. The world spins. We are changing constantly. And so your question is if I'm having change, if I'm experiencing change and everything around me is changing, should I be thinking of only now? Was that the logical thing to do? Again, I'm really paraphrasing what Sun Tzu, but the concept of Sun Tzu, most importantly, is strategically planning, strategically what is your next step, and how are you maneuvering yourself to ensure that when you get to the next step, that you're going to have success there. So I would strongly suggest to anybody who has not yet read it, read the work.
Read it.
You will be very happy that you did. It will not be a waste of your time. And if you walk away from waste of your time and you come back and tell me that, I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked. And more importantly, I'll be thinking, what book did you read?
Right. And that wasn't the one.
Exactly. And while you're at it, you want to
read
read a little bit of something, you can read my T-shirts, because they are on sale on Etsy. Here we go.
Yes.
And it's interesting. We the other I guess last week we hammered on love, because we put a lovers card, right? And lovers card. I'm like, if you're so damn really wanting lovers card, love, then buy the lover T-shirt. Wear it proudly that you want love. You're looking for love.
Yes.
And yet the funny thing is, the biggest seller was the magician card. And I love it, because if you're going to buy a tarot deck card T-shirt, the magician card is a wonderful one, because a magician card reminds you that you are the master manifester. You make your life. You determine your direction. You determine what happens based on the things that you do. So it kind of reminds us that we are responsible. We're responsible. Also, the chariot card. Love the chariot card, because that's motion, that's moving forward. That's like, I'm a victory. It's also the victory card. So if you're going through a rough time, I'd be wearing that chariot card, because I'm like, I'm going to be victorious. This is my moment, my shine.
Right.
So anyway, but it's interesting. The lovers, I was thinking that everybody was doing lovers stuff. I'm like, what? And then, and we're talking about lovers card all the time popping up. And then people buy the magician card. And I thought, how interesting. Interesting. So I don't know. But by the way, if you are in the Phoenix area on August 19th, please stop by. Julie, Susan, and I are we're doing readings over at Missy's Mysteries for the day from 11 to 5. This is the Alrighty then. Now back to it. And Athena 2021. I did see your message, and you actually were someone I was drawn to. And I don't like love readings, but yours was a love reading, and I felt, okay, I'm drawn to it. So, can you believe I actually chose a love reading?
You did.
What?
You did. I can't believe it. Happy birthday, Mina. On
Hey,
Saturday.
happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Happy. Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's later. Remind me. I will play the birthday song for
Okay.
you. I promise.
Miss Linda is here. How about?
Hey, Miss Linda. I must have missed some activity here while I was chatting away.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
All right. What's this about? I love reading.
Yeah, we have tank tops, Linda. We do have tank tops.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. I want to know if anyone new is coming in my life soon. A potential partner and anything you can tell me about them. Well, the cards here.
Can we
The
talk?
cards.
Can we talk? I'll give you a topic. Discuss. Discuss.
Yes. Okay, so here we go. You have the Fool here, okay? Here's what I'm getting with the Fool energy is not to be foolish. Usually it's the other way around. Go be the fool. Go take the leap of faith. All of that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. This is like that. Don't be foolish or moving too fast and not knowing what who the partner is, all that stuff. I feel like, let me get a clarifier for this Fool energy, because right beside it you do have the Nine of Wands here. It's also saying having the courage to go forward. Um, but then again, let me get a clarifier, because when I'm feeling, it's like don't be foolish, but it's also take heed of not going backwards, like protecting yourself by any means necessary, type of thing. Protecting your heart, protecting your having boundaries. I think that's like the main thing that's covered up. Honoring your boundaries. When you honor them, others will honor them. Okay. Ain't that funny? We both scratched our head almost at the same time.
Oh, we are in sync today.
We are in sync today. And so what comes over that, what clarified that was the Seven of Swords. So I feel like you've dealt with people in the past that has done you dirty, that was deceitful, and it's kind of like, they don't want to, they just very sneaky.
I
And
just got that song, Riding Dirty. I love that. Just
riding dirty.
I mean, Riding Dirty. Oh, Lord.
That chameleon there, honey. But it's also taking that knowledge, taking all the experience that you've had in these past relationships to move forward, not holding on to what no longer is serving you or bringing that into a new relationship. I feel like there's also things that you need to let go of, as far as in the past, not like holding on to it. You have the Nine of Swords here. Okay, what I'm getting with this is, what has someone done or said to you in the past? It just seeps, it's just over you. And it's constantly, because in this particular Nine of Wands, there is Nine of Swords. You have the Five of Swords in the back, and that is saying to me, that's on your mind, of what past relationship that heaviness is still there. What someone has, those words, that toxic energy is still lingering around, and it kind of like haunts you because it's you're not getting that proper rest, because you didn't literally like heal from that. And before, spirit is telling you, like, before you go on to something else, give a moment to address, to uh evaluate and heal, and not carry that on to the next. You have the Two of Pentacles here. So there are some things that it feels like you are going to be juggling here. But you also have the Tower card. And that is that moment of spirit sees that you are changing. You changing your mindset. You are starting to heal. Now spirit is saying, all right, now I'm going to let me take over. And when I take over, it's going to be way better than what you thought it was, or what's to come. I feel like it's getting you out, all the way out of your comfort zone. OMG, there is a snake in the yard with its head sticking straight up, looking like it's about to attack.
You had me looking at the chats. I'm thinking, what kind of snake? Troll? A troll? Is that a word for troll? Actually, a snake.
It's a black snake, and it's just it's lurking. So what that tell you right there? Like, hold on, but don't you come on this side, child. That's what happens. I was wondering. Oh, wow! Look, when you have your Tower moment, you got the Two of Cups. That's what's going to happen. That's the door that's being open for you. And this is going to be a person that is um uh, has mutual feelings, has mutual thoughts, but this is going to be someone that spirit is going to literally bring into your life that is definitely going to benefit you in a big major way. Oh man, and elevate you, and is going to love you for who your authentic self. The High Priestess card is here. And here this person is, the King of Cups, calm, cool, and collected. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have water sign in them. Some type of Scorpio, or a Cancer or a Pisces. They're just laid back, very controlled, but very loving at the same time, and very patient. So that's what I'm getting with your love life, chat. I feel like tall, little older, very mature, but goes with the flow of things. They are putting a lot of pressure to go on there. Wait a minute, hold on. What's happening? Some mutual friends told me about this guy. They trying to set you up with this blind date. Okay. He lives in another country. So how you supposed to go on a date? If somebody lives in another country. I mean, you got virtual dates, but I'm just saying. That's what I'm getting so far for you, love. What are you getting, Don? Because you was drawn to this love question.
Exactly. No, what I was getting as this, I feel like there's what I was getting is I feel there's a block, but it's like an energy, It's like you can't, you are too much of a control freak. I'm getting, and you can't give up control. You can't surrender control of yourself and of your heart. And I think that's like this. That's a fear to give to give to give that much to somebody. Okay,
For her to be vulnerable.
I'm sorry.
I said for her to be vulnerable.
Yeah,
I feel like that's like a weakness for her.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't want somebody to own this much of me, and so or to feel that I must, that again, because I think once you open that floodgate, things change. Right now, I believe that your heart is very protected, that you have protected yourself partially because of some of the responses you've gotten as you've grown, and some of the experiences of having to deal with sex and sexual orientation and those things. And as you've pushed through those things, you kind of have put these barriers up, and
Mhm.
and when somebody comes at you, those barriers, those alarms go off in you subconsciously, and they say, I've got to be careful, careful, warning, 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 because you're afraid of the hurt that you feel may be coming. And so you don't sometimes take the risk. Sometimes you don't let them in enough. And as you put up those barriers, if you're not careful, you do push people away. You will push people away because they, believe it or not, um, it's interesting that when you show vulnerability, it's amazing that when you show vulnerability, more people are drawn to you because they know that you're human, and they know that you can be touched. And I'm not talking in this way, everybody can be touched, but in the way in which they can get in there, and that they know that you will see them in a different way. If we they're it's like when you say the word friend and you say the word acquaintance, that's what I'm talking about. A touch, when they can actually touch you, that's a friend. An
Yeah.
acquaintance is somebody who can get up all over you and do whatever, and yet you're like, what was your last name? What time is it? Beige. They paint the ceiling beige.
How's the weather today?
Exactly. It's like, are you done yet? Anyway,
Right.
we're not having breakfast.
No.
So you see what I'm going with this. My point is that I really feel that you protected yourself, and you did so for very valid reasons. But I think that you need to start figuring out and understanding how you can take some of the walls down when you want to and when you need to allow that the people that you consider potential special people, the person that could be coming in that will bring you that happiness and joy, and be it tall, dark, and handsome or whatever, let them know that you have some vulnerability. Therefore, they have a chance, and you'll be surprised when it happens. So, what I'm bringing to you is the fact that I think you need to do some self work. You need to work on having yourself available, and more importantly, giving yourself over a little bit. And even if it risks, and even the risk should come true in the fact that you made a fool of yourself. You hurt yourself because you exposed yourself, and then they screwed you over. That's part of the experience. I hate to say it. That's part of the experience. If you go through life and have never had a period where you felt embarrassed, or a period where you gave in to somebody and they spurned you, if you don't have that experience, then you haven't lived, because that's part of life, unfortunately. And I
Right.
don't care who you are. There are times where that person will hurt you, and that's going to be natural. That's part of your learning too. That's part of your progression. So open yourself up a little bit, Athena. Open up. You give yourself, give into that tendency to block people off. And when you find you're getting connected to somebody, open up and let them in. Show them the vulnerability, and you will get the response you're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay?
I feel like the reason why she's like so hard, like with that control, is because of things that happened in the past, you know, and it was bam. I just know how to protect myself. Ah, so there you go.
So,
So I feel like things that has happened in the, dealing with people and all, it's just that hard exterior where people think like I'm gonna protect myself, I'm gonna, but yet when you do that, you're just blocking goodness coming to you and you sharing that as well. You know what I
mhm.
mean? So I just feel like when it comes to this person, they rather just be in control, and that's it, you know.
Yep. Yep. And as Miss Linda said, we can't let our past define us. Learn from it
No.
and move on.
But
And
see, that's
again,
that balance,
yep.
giving and that receiving,
Yep.
but there's trust, and there's a lot of healing to do before you go to the
Yes.
next step. Okay, love.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly. But the most important thing is go to the next step.
Yes.
That's the thing is, again, make sure you're progressing. If you are, again, if you protect yourself so much that you cannot move forward, then you serve no one, including yourself,
No.
because that's not beneficial.
Right.
So,
Right.
there you go.
Boom.
Oh,
Boom.
exactly. Who is? Let's see. Who are you drawn to next there, Shauna?
Oh shoot. I don't know. Let's go with some new
Oh, I
folk.
do have a
Go ahead.
LMT popped in. Remember where we were? LMT, if you're still here, you believe it or not, we were just chatting before we went live, and your message came through, and it
Yes.
blew us away. We're like,
So
"What the hell? How did that happen?" We were wondering. Did after we because we were having a long conversation.
yes, we
We're
was.
like, "Okay, are we live? Did this go?" And now all of our stuff is out there, But that
Right.
anyway. So LMT, you
Are you
apparently
here?
needed to be heard.
Right.
Yes, yes.
You're
Uh,
welcome, love. LMT, are you here?
Yeah, LMT, let us know if you're here. Because again, it came through. We weren't live yet or anything. It was just sitting there in the
No.
studio ready, and your question, and we're like, "What?"
What
And
the
you had
what?
us wondering what's going on.
Right, you sure did. You had us all over the place. We was wondering, like, are we
I
live?
know. I went
Yeah.
actually went on the YouTube looking to make sure because I'm like,
Yeah.
"What?" Because it came across YouTube.
Yes. All right. LMT, you are here. I was waiting on you. Okay. Are
Uh,
you guys only picking from Twitch? No, we are picking from everywhere.
Child, the
BP.
last up until this reading, the previous ones were all YouTube. So BP, which is
Yes.
the one you're on. So actually, I posted something just a few minutes ago. We do not choose based on platform. Platform means nothing to us. We base our choice on whether the question has resonance with us, and if we are drawn to that question, we answer that question. But whether what platform you're on, nah, doesn't matter. It's all the same. It's all the same.
All the
So
same.
LMT, what was the question? I
What
saw
was the
the
question for LMT?
exactly.
We just call LMT in, like,
Yeah.
LMT, what's happening? Okay, what you want to know, or what you want clarity on, Chad?
Oh,
What's
I see. It was about because you and I, Shauna, had told her that she was going to get help, and
Mhm.
that was from last night. She mentioned that we're going to get help from people from the past, and people
Okay.
now from 20 years ago have been reaching out to her,
Mm,
and so she was wondering if that random, is that important? I think that was part of the question. LMT, did I get
okay.
it right?
I think it's, yeah. Said it's have to step up, for her to step up, for them to step up. Yeah. So she just want, or she. I'm sorry. This person will say follow up. A follow up. No, I don't want to get nobody wrong, child. I feel like what's happening right now is a blessing in disguise for you, and you don't see it. It's making you question. It's like, what is all these? What is happening with this Four of Cups? But it's getting you to your next level, because where this drive, this determination is coming up, and it's not something that will hold you back. It's something that will propel you forward as well. Um, and to close a chapter, 10 of Wands, of something that is heavy burden. So of these people that are showing up, is that blessing in disguise. Okay. And this is on to, once this is the door is closing, that burden, that struggle that's going on with you, or that feeling of heaviness, I feel like this is going to change your whole mindset. You are changing, like, you as a person. Okay. I feel like there's newness that's coming in, as you shining your light, you lighting that path up as well. As you can see, it's in the background, so it's ready to raise it. And on top of that, you are dressing, you are um you are going straight forward. with this, okay? And facing it. I feel like you are definitely leaving things behind that are no longer serving you, and you are definitely embarking on something bigger and better. You are going towards that dream, that vision. And that's passion, your love. What is you go and you like, I don't care if I gotta go by myself, I'm doing it. But you're not by yourself because you are being guided that way. Spirit is definitely guiding you. And spirit is like telling you, take that risk because I got you the rest of the way. Lean on me. I have you. Um, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the next steps because I feel with this Nine of Swords, it's that, well, how and when, and it's on your mind of like, well, spirit is guiding me here, but like, who am I going to meet? No, 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 no. Don't worry about all those questions when you should just be getting your rest and not worry about the next steps when spirit is telling you, lean on me, I got you. I just need for you to take the first step and I will have you the rest of the way. Look at here, stay focused with this Eight of Pentacles here. Stay focused, don't allow distractions to throw you off of what you got going on, of what is closing for you and a new door is opening. Stay positive and stay optimistic because the abundance is right there. Ooh, if this isn't saying relax and retreat and recuperate with this Four of
Wah, wah, wah.
right. The
Hey.
Hermit, yes, the Hermit is telling you to be clear on what your desires are. Okay. Another thing of not allowing distractions, taking time out for self in silence so you can hear what spirit is telling you and how spirit is directing you. Okay, you do have the King of Swords here, and with this King of Swords, I just feel like, oh wow, and you got the Queen of Swords. Wow, there is balance. I feel like there is
Sorry, I lost a card.
no, no, no. It's all good. It's all good. I feel like there is maturity happening. Working smarter, not harder, but at the same time, going for what it is that's that energy of yours with that Queen of Swords, saying, "Look, we are on. I'm on top of this now. I am not allowing situations to be over top of me or burden me. I feel so much better that I am on track. I am focused on my vision, my dream, my goals, and overcome them. I also feel like you're not afraid to go forward. I feel like you're getting this extra courage and strength to because now that you are clear and that you understand the fact that you did the evaluation of self. It is all right. No more putting myself down. I'm staying positive. I'm staying focused. And this is what is best for me. And I'm doing me. Okay. That's like that energy now. And that's what spirit is moving you towards. Working smarter, not harder. Not afraid to face whatever comes your way. Um, and not taking no bull crap from nobody. That is the whole thing with that Queen of Swords and King of Swords. Having that energy, love. So that's what I have for you. I mean, you are taking it because the main thing that's centered around this is the change that you are making. Okay? You are making. And not having the fear to saying, I can do this. Wait, I've been to that. I've been to that battlefield. I done chopped off some heads already, and here's my trophies. This is the work that you have done and continue to do. Continue to be in that element of fierceness and being so driven for your own prize, your own rewards, your own blessings. So that's what I got for you, love. It ain't my first rodeo. I know that's right. Awesome. Well, I'm glad. Well, you are in the right direction, love. Keep going. And everything is showing up for you in your favor. Okay.
It's interesting because I was asking, kind of trying to connect the spirit to see what they had to say, and LMT, the question, the answer. I guess the answer, yep. The answer to your question is there. These people were a distraction. They're actually meant to be a distraction um, to kind of take you out of the moment, to take you away from to make you remember and make you realize there's something more beyond the moment, beyond the now, and that this is just momentary situation. And so I think they were brought in, if nothing, not to help you necessarily, not necessarily to be the team that pulls you out or whatever, but the team that helps you be distracted a bit as divine timing works its way and the guidance comes through. So I'm not sure that the way you see them as the help they're giving is the way in which their help will be given. Again, they, in my opinion, the spirits are saying they're a distraction. They're a way for you to kind of stop thinking about the moment and the issue that you're in, the situation, and more importantly, just to kind of remember that this is just a moment in time. This is fleeting. This will pass, and that and work your way through it. And at the same time, remember to continue to live and enjoy, because again, there's more. You can walk and chew gum at the same time, and so they're distracting you a little bit, giving you a chance to take a deep breath and then to understand and know that good things are coming and that you've earned them, and they'll find their way to you. That's what I was getting, and it was like
That's that Eight of Pentacles of like, regardless of what's going on the outside, you continue to stay focused, and that is like the main thing, honey, for you, because there's a bunch of changes happening, but this is changes that you are making. Spirit is not coming in and saying, "All right, look, we got to make this for you." No, you are realizing it, and you are making the necessary changes.
Exactly. And Shelly, I see you're here, Shelly Dehart. Nice to see you in. Shelly is local, right? Shelly, send me an email at Sonoran Mystic Tarot at gmail.com. Sonoran Mystic Tarot. And because I want to send you information about our get together on Sunday. Since you're local, if you want to come on Sunday, we're going to have a group of us from the psychic crew here. And since you're always around with us and sometimes go to Tita's class, you may want to come as well. It's just gonna be a brunch. We're gonna have at 11 a.m. at my house. We're having a get together. So again, send me an email at sonoranmystictarot@gmail.com, and I'll give you specifics if you'd like to come. Okay. So there you go.
I saw Wendy. Is that the Wendy?
That's Miss Wendy.
Miss Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Wendy. I would like for your daughter to
Angela.
Yes. Angela to reach out. I would like to set up a time to talk with her, if that is all possible. And I feel like you are the ones I need to connect with.
Yes. Angela is amazing skills when it comes to that. Absolutely. And LMT, it's interesting. LMT, I'd read for her, and her father came in. And it's interesting because she made a comment here. This is about that reading. While I was reading for her, father came in and was talking, and it was interesting because the father was telling me and relaying to me, giving me information related to her, that he was privy to the conversation she was having with her mother.
Oh wow!
Just the day before, I think it was just the day before, and it was blowing her mind away. She's like, "My God, we just had that conversation. And one of the things was about, and I said, the father moves things and from the mom. So the mom, it's not the mom's misplacing them. The father moves them and teases with the mom. And so LMT stated while we were reading that.
Also about the earring, right?
Dad's birthday, was August 7th. My mom woke up, spent the day looking for the earring, could not stop laughing because, he did that. And then I'm sure that was him, because I told her that when the mother's not listening, he gets her attention by moving things. And then they just show back up, and it's like, So, yeah. The father's funny. Her father is hilarious on the other side. I mean, he really has such great energy on the other side, and he's when he wants to be heard, he gets heard. He gets
Oh
hurt.
well, apparently. Apparently. Oh, his
Absolutely.
birthday was a couple days ago, so that's why he's showing up to show out.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep. So yeah, that is. Oh, Julie said yes. Shelly has been on Tuesday nights as well. Absolutely. So and so make sure. And Shelly also, I can't think of your friend's name. God, I'm drawing a blank. Invite her as well because she's part of the group too. So let her send me the email to my email address, and I'll send you the information, specific information, if you can make it. It's this Sunday at 11 a.m. And it's going to be crazy, 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 crazy.
Yes, and I'm not there. I'm gonna be
I
there.
know. And folks, guess what? We are planning on Sunday, Sunday. we are planning to set up here at the house a few chairs, and we are going to be doing readings continuously throughout the time for anybody who wants to pop into the chair. So if Angie's in the mood, she'll pop in the chair. If Susan's in the, or you're two or three of us doing the readings together, sitting right here. So don't be surprised when you see Sunday the thing pops up showing readings because it's going to be us doing live readings, and you won't. I don't know. It'll come on my thing and maybe through others as well, but it'll be live readings for anybody, any of the readers who want to sit down and do readings for a few minutes or whatever. We're trying to make sure that happens while we're here, and you probably hear a lot of noise in the background because we'll be talking and eating and chewing and whatever
Oh,
else.
of course.
So you'll have to deal with the noise. But hey, it'd be fun to have that many readers in one place.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
telling you, the last time we had the energy, Shawna was here. The last time we had the energy
Yes.
here, oh my gosh, it was
We had to break out in different rooms because the energy was just so.
absolutely. And so
Okay.
if you get a reading on that day, you know that you have such a collective energy on that day from
Yes.
giving you that reading. It's going to be
Yes.
crazy. And Miss Linda was here too, remember?
Sure was.
Yes,
Was
indeed.
there? Yeah. Even Kenny got was into it.
Yes.
Been around the bonfire.
Yep, yep.
Around the fire. Kai, what is your question? I've been trying for 3 weeks on Thursday. Well, what is your question?
He
3
wants a
weeks.
love reading again. It's like, Kai, really?
Yeah.
Have you nothing in your life but love readings? Come on, Kai.
Was it a love reading before?
Yeah. It's like, come on, Kai. Come on.
Kai. I
Can
was
we
being held captive. Was you, Linda? We should have kidnapped you then for you to stay.
Mhm. Lord knows Rivera would give her one of the rooms. Like,
Yep,
manager, that's the
absolutely.
Linda room. That's the
Yep.
Linda room.
Absolutely.
So,
He talking about 9. What? So what is your question, Kai? Hey, from Brazil? Okay. I'm getting at something, you guys. Are on point. I'm getting at something. What are you getting at? I love reading. Don already read it.
and hey, Gabby, nice to see you in from Brazil. Nice to have you in. If you like to ask a
Nobody's
question, ask
tired
a
of me,
question.
Kai.
So, what was the ultimate determination here? Please don't get tired of me. Oh, we don't get tired of you. We just think that you should be more. You can walk and chew gum at the same time, so you can do more than just be a lover. You be a
Yeah.
lover. You can be a fighter. You can be whatever else you want to be. So, live your full life. Live the full life.
Love ain't coming yet, Kai. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
See, everybody know. But Linda said. But
Uh-oh.
see, here's the thing with y'all when y'all ask for these love readings. You gotta allow it to happen. You can't just keep asking when. It's never gonna be organic. You're gonna be asking when until it turns into dust, honey. Till when becomes into, well, why? What? Or how? And it not just on love. I feel like when y'all ask questions and it takes action behind that, you have to allow it to happen. Or don't allow it to happen. It's happening now. Okay.
What's happening now? What did I miss? Well, so what? What's happening?
What's happening now? His love. So you met someone. You met who? What's love got to do with it? Okay, Mina.
Miss Linda says you need to focus on other things right now. You need some self-help projects.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I love that. What's love got to do? Got to do with it. So he met someone.
He met someone.
And then what are you elaborating for? You got somebody. That's good.
Right. You want to know the blood
Are you
type?
concerned about her? Does she not fit the criteria, or are you wondering if she
Right.
does? I mean, what is it? What is it then that you're wanting to know?
Right.
Kelly Dick
Because
says,
what
when you
Spirit is
stop
saying-
looking for love, it will come when you least expect it. Kelly, you're also in Phoenix, aren't you?
Is Kelly in Phoenix?
I'm wondering. I thought for sure I'd seen somewhere, but maybe not.
Because that's Miss Crystal lady that day. She was pulling them crystals. Bam! I never heard of none of these crystals that you were talking about. I had to pull my book. I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on?
Exactly.
Oh, y'all ganging up on me? Ain't nobody ganging up on you, Kai. But let me just say this: the cards were flying out. You know, Kai, Spirit is still telling you to stay focused on your career, on your business. Okay, and always do what's best for you with this Five of Swords. Don't allow toxic things. You are in control of that. And look, start thinking about the future. And here's that you can walk and chew gum at the same time. That is having the balance as well as your personal life and work life, and enjoy and be in the relationship and the work, with your entrepreneurial stuff. So in your business, it's not saying like, put all your eggs in the basket of your personal life, of a relationship, because that right there got you in trouble. And that's what gets you in trouble, when you start to put all your all into a relationship and not also have that balance with your business, because I feel like that is a fine line with you of like, okay, I got my love life going on and I have my business going on, but I want to be all in the love life and not my business, and you're going to be thrown off so much. So I'm just saying, stay focused on balance of having, she's in Newfoundland. Okay, Kelly. But why does it feel like you are here?
There's a little bit away, a little bit of distance away.
A whole way.
Yeah, I'd forgotten that because she mentioned a long time ago. I forget. I do. I felt like she had that energy, that Arizona energy.
Yes, me too. I feel like she's like here in the States type of, feeling. Community took care of the stranded passenger from 9/11. Wow. That's your good energy. You are absolutely correct, Kelly.
Yeah. Kai, the one thing I was getting for you, I shuffled the deck 3 times, and each time on the bottom of the deck was the Page of Wands. And so the Page of Wands is a very unique card. Okay. First of all, the Page of Wands can be seen in many different ways. Sometimes it's news, but this is not the way this is being told to me. This one is again beginnings. So it's about beginnings, and it's about evolution on beginnings. And so when I sense this for you, there's a restlessness in you. There is a restlessness in you, which it comes from the youth of this page card. Again, that's why it comes to is that restlessness, and you want to plant your staff. The staff I'm holding here. You want to plant it firmly in the ground and make your place. You want to like mark your territory. You want to say this is. You want to build something. In this case, you want to build a family. You want to build a kingdom, your own domain, however you want to put it. And I get the feeling that's the feeling, that's the energy around you at this point, is this feeling of needing to make your place in the world, to mark your ground, to create your family, a family environment, to do a family, to be to fill the boxes and check the boxes of what it is to be to leave a legacy. Okay. And I get that. I get that. Wanting to do this and having this restless energy does not always necessarily mean that it's time to do it. And
Right.
so again, when you're asking about love and love relationships, you need to let them you need to let them take their natural course. You need to let it flow and have it develop on its own. You need love because of love and not because you need to have love in your life. And let me be clear about what I just said there. You need to meet somebody and care for them and then fall in love with them because you fall in love with them and not because you feel you need to fill a void and therefore
Hmm.
you need love in your life. If that person is only filling the void of love in your life, then you are building your foundation on a very shaky ground. And when things get rough or rocky, or as time progresses, you'll realize, oh, that wasn't love at all because you didn't love them. You wanted to fill the quota of love. And so, again, this card's telling me be careful what you're asking for, be careful what you're doing as you navigate to love, because you need to make sure that you actually are in love, and
Yeah.
that will come in due course. But mark your territory, hold your ground, put your stake in the ground, say, okay, I'm ready. So you tell the universe, you put out the universe, you're ready for it, but don't do whatever swoops in first, because whatever swoops in
No.
first could ultimately be, again, a placeholder because you want to be in love and not because you love that person. And that, again, if you create an environment around the one, which is the I want to be in love, so this is that, that will fall apart. And you've had that experience before. We know that you've had that experience. You know what it feels like. So let's flip the script again. Walk away from this. It's a natural energy, a natural tendency, but let's walk away from the restlessness and move toward a period of where you can choose wisely after you make that emotional connection. Okay,
Hmm. I
that's all.
got the same thing. Of all of that is communicate clearly. Okay, with the universe, communicate very clear. Because when you have said when Don has said, uh, being careful what you ask for, spirit, the universe gives you exactly what you ask for regardless. Okay, but the thing is the knowledge behind it, of the actions, the consequences, if there is, regardless, being very clear and communicating that to spirit of what your desires are, what your thing is, what's what you are feeling. Also, within the next few months, okay, I feel like things are going to be shifting for you in a big major way. When it comes to your romance life, I feel like there's going to be more balance because you're going to compromise. And because of you being very clear. But I'm talking about balance with your personal life as well as your business. What I was saying earlier is where you put your focus at. But know that there is romance. But you just got to be clear. There is your business. You just need to be clear of how you want it to come into your life. You just can't just be like, oh, bam, this person just came into my life. This got to be the one. Uh, well, that person can be a little cray cray. That person can be been on Snap, um, fatal attraction, all of that, and you not knowing because you put all your eggs in the basket because you ready to mark your territory. You are ready to stand on it and say, look, this is my foundation, and I didn't know they was crazy. I didn't know they was gonna take me for everything. It's just be in the moment, okay? Enjoy the moment, but also be clear with spirit and ask properly. Of be clear what you asking for. I mean to say that. Be clear what you're asking for.
Yep. And then don't be surprised when you get it. Sometimes that's the other thing is
Boom.
we asked in the wrong way. Then
Yep.
we got what we asked for. It's not what we intended, but that's what we asked for. And then we get all pissy about it. It's like, wait a minute, I didn't. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
that's the way life works. Life is not always fair.
No, it ain't.
Lord have
Uh,
mercy.
but it's but things happen. But this is the human part of us to adapt. And how do we take it? What comes to us? Are we going to elevate with it, or are we going to waddle in it and be like, "Woe is me," and be the victim? No, no, you're a lot stronger than that. So, Kai, don't just get the first thing coming to you, honey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And what's it about this ex-wife, Kai? Again, I keep getting this energy with this ex-wife.
I get that energy all the time because it's heavy.
Why aren't
Um,
you letting her go? What is that connection between you and her? It's like it's like for some reason I don't understand it, but there's this really strong kind of energy that also is a bit problematic for you. You can't let. I don't know if it's her or what happened with her, but it's like I
they
just
have
feel,
kids, I believe.
yeah.
I
There's
believe they have kids together, and
but
it's just
there's an energy there. He's not let go, or she's not
no.
let go, or something. There is a bond there, and I'm not saying it's a bad bond, but um, oh, you're still divorcing her. Okay, so you haven't divorced yet. Okay.
But I feel like there's more of a emotional connection,
Hmm.
like deep. Here's what I feel. I feel like he poured all of it out and gave for everything, his whole heart.
Hmm.
And as he gave that whole heart, and things didn't work out, it's like how it's hard to heal from that when you give someone your whole heart. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And then when it's time for you to move on, it just takes a longer time for them to heal because they feel like, well, I don't want to be by myself. I'm just going to jump into another relationship. And when I'm jumping in another relationship, you're going to do that comparison. No? Well, my ex didn't do that and this person is doing this, or my ex did this and you're not doing that. What's going on? And it don't last. So, bam. It's just I feel like it's just he put all of it out on the table.
Yeah. You say you're over her, but some reason I get the feeling like she's in every relationship you're with,
Oh,
everyone you've had since.
right.
So
Mhm.
I totally understand what you're saying, but I'm not sure that I believe it because I think that subconsciously she's right there with you in every
He's
relationship.
embedded. Yeah.
She's
That cord.
you've not dealt with her yet, and I think that it's interesting because if you look at Kelly Dix, uh, Kelly even said here about the holistic healing for the soul, and again
Mhm.
how you may want to look into quantum quattro and get that holistic healing for the soul because again that imprint is there, and
It's hard body there.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
like but here's the thing. That's that cord cutting. He
yep,
hasn't released that cord.
yep,
you know and a lot of people think like, oh, physically I'm not with that person and da da da, but emotionally, I mean, that person is, like you said, they are embedded, like
yep,
her imprint is heavy
yeah,
on him, and until he cut that cord and sever ties,
yep,
he, she's still gonna show up in every relationship. It doesn't matter.
exactly,
It doesn't
absolutely,
matter. So that's the part that you gotta literally say, all right, look, spirit, I need communicate that to spirit, like, help me cut this cord or cut this cord emotionally. Because y'all
yep,
still attached. And you still giving her that power. You still giving all of that to her. You
exactly.
know?
Yep. And so hopefully it helps you, Kai. Hopefully it helps you.
Yeah.
Mina, are you still here? Mina, are
Hmm?
you still
Oh
Mina?
yeah, it's about the job thing. Mina,
Yep.
since you talking about what's love got to do with it.
Exactly.
Divorce will be final, so I'm glad. I understand what you're saying. Cool beans. Beans. It's not. Here's the thing: when people feel like, "Oh, I'm getting a divorce from somebody," that doesn't necessarily mean that you cut ties. That's just a physical cutting ties. But emotionally, there is still a thing there.
Residue, some residue,
Yes, the residue.
for lack of a
The
better word.
residue. Yes, the residue is still there.
Yes, yes, you gotta clean out the residue.
Yes, honey.
Make it resident.
Residue.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Goodness
Absolutely.
gracious. So Mina says, any job opportunities coming my way, please. Me?
Yep.
What you got, Shawna?
You got to come out your comfort zone, honey.
Wah wah wah.
Yep, that's where the opportunity is going to come. You can't keep doing the same thing you've been doing, honey. There's a new opportunity. And Spirit, this is a blessing from Spirit. Spirit is going to pull you from what you normally do for work. You're going into a newer position. But it's because of your hard work. Okay? You will be successful. You will sit back and say, wait, I didn't even know I had this in me, child. I didn't know I could do this. I didn't know I could, take this career to the next level. But you are definitely getting the rewards out of this because they will see your skills, your abilities. But look at all this abundance that come with it. I mean, which is amazing with that Six of Wands. It's like, hey, it's that parade, honey. You are riding in the parade, sitting on the car, like, yeah, I did that. Because you stepped out. Also, I feel with this Four of Pentacles being here, this is definitely elevating you. But I feel like it's the solution to that budgeting and um, having this tight hold over your finances. I feel like this is more freedom. You coming out of the trenches and you being recognized, getting that recognition. You also, I feel, with this Three of Pentacles, working with different people to help you. Like it's like you working with a team, like you working with a new team, and there's collaboration here. Um, with this King of Swords, I feel like this person will help elevate your position. Yep. Um, I feel like that's where you are going to doing something that you love, pushing you into doing something that brings happiness into you and satisfaction. It's not just a regular job no more. It's like you working from your passion. So I feel like doors are opening for you in a big major way on that of growth, of going forward, in into doing or bringing love into the situation. But I just feel like doing something that you love because it won't seem like a job to you. Ooh, look for a sign. And yep, I told you there's going to be recovery. Just wait patiently. And also, of course, forgiveness comes in because you may feel like, well, dang, did I waste my time doing all these other jobs or doing all? No, use that as lessons of taking experience and taking that with you to your next level because Spirit, get ready for this blessing. I'm telling you, it's going to pull you out of your box. So that's what I have for you, my love.
Um, yeah, it's interesting. I'm not really getting a. I'm not picking up much of anything energy wise. So I'm going to go to the cards. I was hoping I could. I was trying to make it a day of no cards. I was doing pretty good, but not this
You
one.
did?
This one is like the energy is just not there for me. There, I don't know. You know, Mina, do you have Two things. Two things. Um, do you have adult education classes around you? Because I feel like there's a need to retweak or retool or to train yourself to do something different. I'm getting this feeling of need for change. Um, and part of it's based on some kind of need for fulfillment. It would give you fulfillment. That's what it is. Give you fulfillment. Um, Nina, check and see if there's some career counseling around you, usually through the SBA or somebody that can offer you that. And more importantly, look for some free or very low cost adult education programs, because I'm just feeling like it's not the job that you need. It's direction and something that you would like doing. And right now, I don't get a career sense. I get and I think that you need to be inspired by what you do. So I'm getting this feeling of change, but change through education, change through learning something and connecting and connecting yourself to something that you would really like to do. That's pretty much the message I'm getting, and that's what I'll kind of go with, because it's like, again, it's for me, it's an education thing and not a career job thing. That's kind of the difference. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna pull the cards like I said though. There's the Eight of Wands. Again, Eight of Wands. A lot of opportunity, a lot of possibilities. Again, possibilities. Four of Pentacles. Again, that's the economics I was talking about with economics of school and low costing. And then Eight of Cups. Again, this is that destination, that journey. So again, it's going to take a little time to do that, but you're going to get it. But ultimately, again, it'll bring the money. But this is the learning. The Eight of Pentacles. This is the learning. So again, you got the two eights. Look up the angel number 88. That's important to you today. Look up the angel number 88. It's going to help you with your guidance there. That's what I'm picking up. Okay, that's all I got. Dun, 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 dun. Who else you drawn to there, Miss Shawna?
Uh, oh, I've never seen this name before.
Jolene, 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 Jolene.
Miss Jones. Joya? Joanna? Joanna. Do you see it?
I don't.
Joanna Jones?
No. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa?
Talk about, I have a job interview today as a lab receptionist.
Oh, I see it now.
Okay.
It was like way up there.
I've been looking for a job. Will this interview go well? Well, first off, you got to change your mindset. And
as soon as you said, well, I thought of Leslie Jordan on Will and Grace. You know what's coming? Well. It ain't Karen Walker.
Yes.
Every time he'd walk in, well. I used to love that little guy. He was so funny. Anyway, back to reality. Sorry. It doesn't take much to set me off.
All right. Will this interview go well? Oh, you got romance twice. Well.
Well, hell.
Oh.
I think the interview will go well.
We answered your question.
That was the question. I think the interview will go well.
Yeah. Here's the thing, love. Because I'm going to go for it. I'm going. It's your confidence that is. If you have to question if it's going to go well, it's the confidence that's behind it. I feel like this is the question that you should have asked. Is this going to be the job for me? Because great interview. They will let you know it's a great interview. So that's kind of gonna be it. Done? Anytime.
You know why people hate dating? Or you know why? You know why? It's funny. I've watched these videos. I'll take another shift there. I'll shift in the different direction. I did say shift, by the way, SHIFT.
Yeah.
For anybody who wanted to go somewhere with that, you know, you ever see the "I ain't the one"? Everybody says "I ain't the one." People don't.
Mm-hmm. I
I ain't
ain't
the
the
one.
one. I ain't the two.
So when yeah, just that's kind of the feeling. Ain't the one. This ain't the one. I just
Mm-mm.
don't. I just don't really feel the energy around this one. I don't at
Me
all.
neither.
I do think
It's
again the interview will go well, but I just
yeah.
there's no energy that says that there's something beyond that and that interview, and I don't. It just and I don't know if to be honest with you, I don't feel that that's a bad thing. I have no energy coming toward me saying that this will be a regretted situation. I don't think so. I don't think that this is a job that you were meant to have or want to have. I don't get that. I just don't get the feeling like that this is this end all be all. I just yeah, sorry. I don't think this is so I think you should go in, you should do everything you can to ignore everything
Yes.
we just said, have an amazing interview, try to make it work and see if it'll work. But I at the same time I think when you ask a question, be careful what you ask because you may get an answer and it may not line up with what you were hoping that it may be. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
Here's another thing what I'm getting with that energy. I feel like the interview will go well, like we said, but it's just opening that door of just the energy of getting you out there and getting you going. Okay. Because you have trust, you don't even trust that this job is going to be satisfying. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you having a conversation with, you know, others, it's just getting you out and it's opening that energy up. Taking out the nervousness. It's getting you just back on point of the your talking points and things like that. But I just don't feel like I don't feel no energy behind this particular job. That's it because I just feel like you're just just doing it just to be doing it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that energy. But it's good because you're trying to take care of this, whatever this loss is. But I just feel like you don't even trust that job is going to provide you the, like checking off on your list.
Exactly. Like Pam says, interviews are just practice for the real deal.
Yes, and that is perfect.
Like
We
that.
just gonna leave it as that. Thank you, Pam, for
Exactly.
taking the word saying the words for me. Because you don't want to be
Exactly.
a bearer of bad news, and it's not. We're not encouraging you not to go. Take the interview. It's great practice. You know. I feel like he's just opening the door. It's like law of attraction type of thing. He's just opening that door of energy to come your way to do other interviews
Mm-hmm.
for what you really want to do. Like
Exactly. Yep.
like I feel like spirit is now letting people know like stop wasting your time on things that it's not going to serve you or are going to be temporary. Go for it. Go for what it is that you really want to do. Go for it. And you will be surprised of the results when you say, all right, bam, I'm not going for this little, not knocking anybody being a receptionist. I'm just saying for you, Miss Jones, for you, your energy is higher than that. And go in that energy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And don't be afraid, but have that conversation. You never know what that conversation what the outcome will be of someone saying, "Oh wait, well we got this position opening, or we know this company," or you just never know. So there we go. Next.
Exactly. Exactly. Don't forget, folks, if you have a birthday this week,
Yes.
or you had a birthday last week, or just in a mood for a birthday,
Just for a move for birthday.
whatever, this is for you. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. No matter how many times I do it, and that
Yes.
lady's teeth come
Oh,
out.
so Kai, I want to answer your quick question about the quantum, what the crystal was about. I looked it up real quick for you. You will most likely have to go to a metaphysical shop, because this is not a common crystal. Okay, this is a special type of crystal, and sometimes it can be hard to find, but you will find it at a metaphysical spot. It's very high vibrational. Okay, it's um it's great for healing, especially the mind, body, and soul. But it's a combination of different crystals in of other crystals inside of that one crystal. So it kind of looks like it's blue a little bit. Blue. It has crystal cola, um, uh, malachite, and quartz, and all this stuff all in centered with it. So you will have to go to a crystal shop to find that, love, because it's not a normal, that's not a regular crystal like amethyst, or which I have my amethyst right here in front of me, or selenite, or things like that.
Exactly. Don't forget, if you are in the Phoenix area on Sunday the 19th, please join
Yes.
Julie, Susan, and myself for some live personal tarot readings at Missy's Mysteries. And Shauna, I was waiting for one of our little obnoxious little visitors that come in from time to time. We're not using such a word, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
And because I created a new thing just for them,
Oh, did you really?
I did. Are you ready?
Yes.
To your resume is equivalent to mine. Hush.
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 Okay,
Absolutely.
Madison. Yes, I love it. I love,
I saw that little thing about it when she did that. And I'm like, oh no, that's too. I got it. And so I started messing with it, and then the cat, and I'm like, there's boom. I went crazy, and it took me.
Yes.
That little thing took like seconds, but I tell you what, it did not take seconds to make
Nope.
because I just kept putting. I'm like, this has got to be just that, you know.
Yes. Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. Until your resume is equivalent to mine. Yeah, something.
It's like perfect. I love it.
Yes. Yes.
Also, Hebe,
Hebe.
Hebe. Uh, yeah, move on. Get over it.
Oh, I was gonna. We were so synced. I sure was about to answer that. I'm like, go on. Don't be
Let it
sitting here
go.
begging.
Let it go.
Yes. Yes. Don't be begging for a second chance. You
Uh-huh.
too strong and beautiful for that, child. Go on by your business.
Exactly. Exactly. Punch the time clock. Move on. Bye
Hell yeah.
bye.
Boom. It's they the one missing out. Know that, okay?
Exactly.
And you
There you
don't
go.
gotta ever beg someone to give you a second chance. Honey.
Exactly, exactly. Don't demean yourself. Don't demean yourself. More
No,
importantly, you
no.
know what? You moved on. The situation moved on for a reason.
Yep.
So just embrace the fact that just go with the flow. Go with the
Well,
flow.
if you messed it up, that's okay. That's okay. That means you have to address how you messed it up. You know what I mean? So you won't bring that up on your next one. That means you
Oh,
just got to take time out for self. Uh oh.
yes. Sharina, my dear, this is for you.
Yes.
To your resume is equivalent to mine. Hush.
That's for Miss Sharina. Bye bye.
Yes.
Damn, I even
Every
avoided. I'm like, what? I avoided the
you
drop.
called it. You called it in. You
I
called
did.
it
I did.
in.
But hey, I got to
Oh,
use it. There you
yeah,
go.
you did
There you go.
twice. Twice today.
Yes.
On top of that, y'all, here's a disclaimer. We do not send out any friend requests. We do not solicit for any readings whatsoever. If you want a reading from us, our information is down below. My link tree or Don's email. You can book a session with us. We do not solicit, so don't get scammed out here. And they will try, love. They
Believe me, they
will
try because they will create
try.
like a Facebook page that looks identical. They'll use all of our
Yes.
information, all of our images,
Everything.
but they'll change one letter, just one little letter to make it look like it's different, but it's the same. It is different, but they make it look the same. And then they
Yes.
send you a request and then they want you to pay money. We have not asked you for money. You will be, don't get me wrong. If you get a private reading after you've reached out to us asking for the private reading, you will be told, hey, this is how much it costs. So you know under where that's when it's paid. That's when a payment is requested. But that's only because you have asked for private reading.
Mm-hmm.
When you are here with us, we do not charge. And the
No.
same thing with Angie and Julie
All of them.
and Bonnie and
All of them.
blah blah blah. Exactly.
Yep.
No.
All of us in our
Yep.
group. We don't
Yep.
solicit for any readings unless we are doing a special or something is coming
Exactly.
up, or for our store. Regardless, if you do you part of a giveaway, you're part of a giveaway. Literally, we're not asking any money
Yep.
if you're part of a giveaway. You know what I mean? So, once again, they will try. They will put you know, a dash in between the name or a hyphen. It's not us. It
Hmm.
is not us. Also, hey, hello, PU. I was wondering, Julie, I saw PU on y'all stuff yesterday. PU, did you get your question answered? Because you're here today. Yeah, let me tell you, we support them. We support our group when they go live. So we see what's up in the chats. Okay? Because we up in the chat. And we recognize names.
Hmm.
So just saying.
Saying. Just saying.
I'm just saying. We see you. Okay, hey Hebe, I just wanted to answer your question below. He's talking about when once you heal, are y'all gonna get back on the path? Honey, when it's done, it's done. You know what I mean? And it's no need to go backwards. That's the part that you heal from. That's the part of healing. I know that's right, Julie. We see you.
Yeah. And all I can say again for PB is let it go.
Please let it go, Hebe.
Yep. Yeah, you
Let it
did what you
go.
did. It happened the way it happened.
Yeah.
You can't put the tempest back in the teapot.
Nope.
Move on. Let it
You're
go.
gonna miss out on your blessing. You're gonna miss out on blessings if you continue to try to go down that road that is it's dirt. It's no road. The road is closed, and the detour, it's not a detour. The road is closed.
Hmm. Yep. And also the trust is broken.
Yes.
The trust is broken. And so yeah, let's save yourself the grief, save yourself a hassle. Just move on. Let it go. And I
Now it's time for you to address why
why exactly
why
what review. Yep.
right for you to do what you did, because that was from your actions. You know what I'm saying? So now it's time to address that. And it's no need to rush the healing process. I mean, take your time and sit with self. And when you do, your result will be bomb, because now you gotta new mindset, new patterns, new habits, new all that stuff. You're making the necessary change. That right there, that situation that was a tower moment because Spirit was like, all right, next.
Yep.
So you gotta take that, put that up under your belt and address why you did what you did.
La Lima, are you still with us? La
Who?
Lima Sony, let us know if you are still with us.
I never heard that name. La Lima. Mm, they creeped in. Oh, they here.
La Lima, this is you. You said, hi, could I get a read? What are my spirit guides' messages for me for clarity and improving life?
Mm.
La Lima, I get it. I get the thing that first came to me was the word trust. And I'm being drawn to trust. Um, you, I don't know who did what to you, but there's a lack of trust. There's some trust issues there, and I know I'm being told you have to get over them. That you take the hit, you deal with it, then you move on, but you haven't dealt with it. And I think that that's the lingering issues there with trust. I think you really need to work on your trust and to um, to evaluate and put into perspective the situation that brought you to this lack of trust. You need to get over it. Get over. I hate to say it. Get over it. You need to work on getting over that, because until you get over that, I feel like you're stuck. I feel like you've been stuck for a while, and because you don't even trust yourself, you don't even trust your decisions. You don't trust the things that come to you because you're thinking, is this, do I deserve this? Somehow like you feel less deserving. It's like, I feel like and there's there's a confidence issue built around that trust. And there's some questioning again about even the things, again, it's your ability to make decisions. You, you don't have the confidence in that. And you need to work on that. You need to, first of all, know that you have value. I'm telling you here, you haven't heard in a while. I'm telling you, you have value. You have something to offer everyone, and you can contribute. You should contribute. So find your voice, find your confidence, and then start allowing yourself to know that when you speak with people, watch them. Watch them. This is the thing. This is the disconnect. It's interesting how you don't have the conversation because you're afraid of how the people will react, because you maybe feel like they evaluate you, and then they devalue what you're saying. And quite the opposite's happening because you're not having a conversation. You can't be in the conversation. Therefore, there is no value to offer that you're giving. Get into the conversation, start conversing, start communicating with people, and then watch their physical being change a little bit as they react to what you're saying. And you'll see it's a positive reaction. They actually do want to hear what you have to say. So again, get over the trust issue. Whatever brought you to that point, make sure that you deal with that trust issue and move on. Because if you don't get beyond the trust, you're not getting to a full life, a full and better fulfilled you. And again, unless you show yourself, again, you are the key. When you show yourself, people will want to deal with you. They'll want to communicate with you. They'll want to be around you, but you're hiding yourself. You're throwing over a cloak of I'm not worthy. I don't have a voice. I don't have anything to say because nothing has value. You're doing this and you're sending that to everybody else. And guess what? They hear you. They hear you. So stop sending that message. Take that cloak off. Be you. Be the voice.
Absolutely.
What you got, Shawna?
The same stuff that you were saying before.
Of course. That's my sister from another mister.
Right. I mean, it's just the same stuff. Look, you need to focus on you, love. It's focus, like literally. Your focus is all over the place. It's time to hone down to you, and do what's best for you, because this Five of Swords is everybody else trying to tell you how to do and live and all of this other type of stuff. And the information that you have, that they have told you, this is where the trust comes in, because they was just only looking out for them. But now that you are realizing hold on. Y'all been giving me false information, giving me false things of trying to keep me in a bubble or in a box to where I cannot spread my wings and be me. It's time for you to do the walk away from toxic situations, relationship, things like that, and step out and trust yourself. Also, trust your team. Your guardian angels are around you. Look, this is the part where you're like, I don't want to be seen. I don't want, and your angel was right here telling you, you better grab my hand. You better stand up, and let me show you what the world is about, and don't be afraid of that, because there's that recognition. This is you coming out of the trenches. This is you getting recognized and coming out of that cloth. That is that you feel like it you put around yourself. It's time for you to shine, my love. Also, you have romance when it comes to the Ace of Cups. So as you do that, you can open yourself up to new loving relationships and people, and to surround yourself with people that will uplift you. I also, feel like if you are single, someone is coming in um to help lift you up and be in a relationship with you. I feel like there's new love coming in, but this is a part right now of loving yourself, okay, and loving every bit of you. So I just feel like you need to focus on you and trust your abilities and trust yourself.
Absolutely. You want to do one more? Shall we do one more?
Sure.
Who you drawn to? What you got? What you got over there? What you got over there?
What I got? Susie Jarvis.
So say.
They're very accurate. Personally, well, if trust issue is my intuition or my fear leading, um, as a
Oh, is this
whole.
different than that? Choose wrong
No, no,
one.
no. I was just reading her response to what we was
Oh,
talking about. Okay. So, yeah, love, it's time for you to focus on you, so, and sit with spirit and call your team in, especially your guardian angels, because they want to help uplift you as well. Okay.
absolutely.
All right, Susie. Susie, reading please about next steps towards my slow moving vision for my property and my career, my new career project. Why is it slow moving? Whoa. What are your next steps?
Susie, the one thing I'm getting from this, um, this is going to sound. I mean, I know this is going to sound very not very psychic, and that's fine because it's probably, but it's about the money. It's about the money.
Yeah.
You have an idea of what you want. You have an idea of what it takes to do it, um, but you're on a Cartier vision with a target budget,
And
and that's going to slow
Tarjet's
you down.
nice.
Yep.
Tarjet's nice too.
Target is nice, but Target is a little less expensive than Cartier,
Yes. Yes.
and that's the thing. So I'm not saying downgrade the quality of the project, but again, when the project, when especially again with the property, the project, when the property is it's worth it to take the time. Okay, I don't feel as though you must rush. Yeah, it can get tedious. You may be in a situation where it's again not moving at the speed you want, but at the same time, what's more important? Is it time? I don't get the feeling like this is a flip. Okay, so I don't get a flip property situation. I get a feeling like this is a property that is your property, and therefore you want to put your stamp on it. And therefore, if you cut corners and if you take the shortcuts, you're not going to be happy. In the long term, it's going to be a lesser success than you think. So again, if this was a flip or if this was something else, I would say, do shave back the budget. the costs, not the budget, the costs, or actually the budget too, because again, economics, dollars. But I feel like there's not enough. Again, the dollars are chasing the deal. The dollars are chasing the thing, and you only have so much money. So take the time, make sure you do it right, and make sure you do it well. This is not a flip. This is going to be where you are. And so if this is your property, again, that you're going to own and be in, do it right. Because again, you got to be comfortable. You got to have it that way. Otherwise, you will not be happy. So,
Right.
yeah, exactly. Not a flip. She says that. Exactly. That's what I was
Yeah.
getting. So don't despair about it. If you really want to make things, if you want to increase, how can I put it? Look, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Do these little steps to increase the energy around finances, the energy around money, the energy
Yep.
around getting this project done. What I would like you to do is get a $5 bill, open your front door, stand outside your front door. On that $5 bill, sprinkle some cinnamon, ground cinnamon. And then what I want you to do is on that bill, I want you to push through the cinnamon and draw a figure 8, which is the infinity signal. Do this for about 30 seconds. Again, pushing through, and creating that infinity signal for about 30 seconds on that bill. And of course, the bill will be flat because of the cinnamon. Otherwise, if we did this, I was showing you this way. So to be clear, so nobody gets confused, I understand that cinnamon won't hold if it's here. I'm just showing you. This is an example, okay? So we take the bill, do the figure 8 for about 30 seconds. Take in your head, tell your head to tell your spirit, speak it out loud if you can, if you're comfortable, and you should, but some people aren't. So think about it. But if you should speak it out loud, what you want to come in, and then blow, after 30 seconds, blow that cinnamon into the front door. Okay, therefore you're bringing abundance into the house, which again, the economic issue, which will help you. But abundance is not only economic, but I'm making it economic by putting the bill. By putting the bill there, I'm specifically drawing in money. Okay. Other times I tell people just put it in your hand and blow it, because your abundance is many things: happiness, joy, love, health, all those things. What I'm telling you specifically is for money. And so to get money to finish the project properly, put the bill in your hand, do that. Any bill, I go 5, but you can put a 10, you can put a 1, you can put 20, whatever you want to do. Do that and then blow it into your home. Do this at least once a month, and you may see a very big change in the way in which money finds itself for your project. Or better yet, you may wind up in a situation where you're now having the project costs adjusted and down, and you're like, wow, how did that happen? Because you're manifesting that in. It may not just be money, but it could be economics in reference to helping that project get moved forward in a less expensive way, even though it's the same project. Okay, that's what I'm giving you.
Well, that's like the same thing. I was just gonna tell you to be actually with this 3 of Wands. It's time to be taking steps on your future. Okay, what you and that's a step. That is definitely. But these are small steps that will become bigger steps. Also, is going towards that vision of love, like opening that heart up, and when you do, boy, this card is looking. Here we go. Looking at the Ace of Wands. That is on the horizon for you, which is a big major blessing from Spirit. I also feel like you just wanting to have your own foundation with this Emperor card here, but you being in control. You are the one. The main thing here is taking actionary steps. No sitting around hoping things don't. No, you making those steps, and to where as you make those actionary steps, Spirit is going to be releasing you from out of your box, out of your comfort zone, and you are in that receiving. Okay, in that receiving space, to where your struggles and your burdens will come to a close, will come to an end with this 10 of Wands. Also, continue to look at the bigger picture with the Two of Wands here of based off your actions, what the doors have opened up for you. And here is that Ace of Pentacles. That is what you have been, that's the financial abundance coming in for you as well, because things are aligning. The wish is coming true for you for the Star. And look, the Queen of Pentacles, you are managing it better. You're keeping yourself grounded. You are overcoming your obstacles. So these are the things, because that you will step up and do this ritual, you will open the door. This is the outcome. Okay. So this is the outcome from doing the ritual. So there is financial blessings coming in for you, and so much so to where things, the universe aligning everything for you. So take advantage of that ritual. I say for everybody, take advantage of that ritual, especially when it comes to financial, and to welcome that energy. Once again, I talk about the law. I talk about different laws all the time, the universal laws, and this is that law of attraction. But it's also what you are speaking, and you exuding that energy out. Okay, so everybody take advantage of it when um, to open that door, or to open that road for financial abundance to come to you. So yes, saying outside your door to blow it into the house. You want abundance in, not out. Okay.
Exactly.
So
You'd be
blow it
surprised how many
in.
people make that mistake too.
Right. They blow it out. Also, I'm gonna add a little thing to this. Now, cinnamon will probably be all over the place. Okay. Let it sit for 24 hours. Okay. It needs to sit for 24 hours to welcome in all that energy in. Then take that cinnamon, okay, and don't, I would say, like, don't throw it outside, because you want to keep the abundance in. You can vacuum it up, or however, throw it in the trash. But regardless, it needs to sit for 24 hours. Okay. And cinnamon smells good too.
Absolutely. It's interesting, and most of you have heard me talk about the salt. And again, the first day of every month, put salt across your threshold of the
Mhm.
main door, the door you enter, the main door of the house, the front door. Even if you come in a garage door, I'm not talking garage doors. But you can put on every threshold that you enter, every door you enter, period. But the most important, of course, is that front door. Put that salt on there. And while we were in New Orleans, we had just left one bar and we were headed to another. And we were with a couple from New Orleans, a couple who live there, who know New Orleans very well. And I'm just tottering away, and they're tottering away and talking. And of course, you pay attention to some things and you don't pay attention to others. But I'll be darned if I look and I'm like, stop, reverse, back up this truck. And I went and I saw something I'm going to show you guys. At this house in New Orleans, let me show you the house. Now let me do a share here so I can get the share going. At this house, I had a pleasant, wonderful, lovely surprise. See this great little house? I love New Orleans anyway. Did you see that?
Take the question. Take the question off, because it's blocking the salt in front.
Is that it?
No. Take the question off the
Oh, the
screen.
question on the screen. Okay.
Mhm.
Dun, 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 dun.
There you go. Now you can see it.
There you go. Notice on the bottom of that screen that little bit of snow that's there ain't snow. You see it? And then to make it a little clearer, I'll actually show you the real deal because I took an up close picture. Whoops, where we at? There we go. And boom, here we go. Do you see it? And I asked, and I said, the young lady that we were with, I said, is that salt? I said, what is that? And she said, it's salt. And I said, yes. And I said, I do a ritual. We talk about a ritual. And she says, of course, in New Orleans, we all do this. And they put the salt across there. And so she talked about it. She's like, oh yeah, that comes from way back and it's whatever. And she had the whole history of it from what she knows of it. And she's like, bad spirits won't come in there and blah, blah, blah. And then it's interesting. I said, do you do anything with cinnamon? And she goes, of course, cinnamon's for abundance. And we put it on our windowsills. They put cinnamon on the windowsills. So folks, we're not telling you something that we just created. We're telling you something that's been around for a long, long time. And people buy it, believe into it, because you give it power by believing first. Most importantly, you believe when you do it that it's going to happen, but you give it power. But the point is that if it's lasted for all these years and centuries and generations, there must be something to it. Otherwise, it would die out because it would have no meaning. But guess what? It means. And when I saw that, I'm like, damn, because we were there at the beginning of the month. And I'm like, whoa. And they had not had rain. So, of course, you saw it. That was not the only house. But that one caught my attention because I'm like, oh, my God. It was so I had to take a picture just to say, hey, this is not just us talking. You know, I would hope that you would believe it because we talk it and say it because we don't bullshit. So we try not to.
Right. But there's proof.
Exactly. But apparently, again, this is something that's just not here in Florida. In Florida with Shawna or me here in Arizona, this is something that
is all over.
Exactly.
Also, even if you deal with feng shui, even that they have, like, depending on how your house is set up, you have the four corners and you have salt or abundant. It's the same. So it's not, this has been around years, centuries before this earth was here. You know what I mean? So these rituals are done and they are passed on and, to others and to bring in that energy and to open up the doors. Literally, I've seen the cinnamon. You put it in a bowl and put it in the corner of the house. Same thing. I mean, everybody's different. You find what is adjusted to and what you're being called to. A lot of times your ancestors, your spirit team will let you know what you need to do according to what you need to bring in. A lot of times when you sit and meditating and spirit comes in and say, look, I need for you to light this candle, because there's candle magic. There's, the cinnamon. There's different rituals for everything, even with the bay leaves. You're writing things down with the bay leaves, even putting it in your shoe. You're walking towards abundance. You bringing that to you as well. When we talk about the full moon, you releasing and you doing a burning ceremony, and you letting go of what no longer serves you. It's the same. Also, when it comes to the new moon, you writing new intentions, you setting up new things for that cycle for yourself. Same thing, So it's all different, and it ain't saying that none of it work. It's all about what you believe, and it's just like your affirmations. You're repeating them every day. You have a certain time. However, it's just a part of being disciplined, but also the universe and spirit sees that you are serious. They're going to match your energy. They will match your energy all the way. Okay.
I'm going to Salem next month, so she's curious to see what they have at the Wicca and the spiritual shops. I'm curious too. That'd be energy right there.
Yes, that's major energy as well.
Yep. Interesting too. Also, if you deal with feng shui and you deal with Southeast Asian people and Asian people when it comes to housing market, right? I was a realtor in Houston for a while, and I've bought and sold tons of real estate. And the one thing that is consistent with Southeast Asians and Asians are they do not want a front door facing south, a house facing south. No, it is not good. It is then there at south, southwest, southeast, and also northwest, I think, because again, it's letting the sun facing at the sun down instead of sunrise, something like that. But anyway, the point is that It's amazing how some of these things really make a difference. And the best direction is north for career. If you are a
Yes.
young couple and you are wanting to start, you're just starting in life and you want to be successful with career and stuff. They say make sure that your house is facing north because that is a career oriented home and a career oriented success that you're drawing in. So the north facing is considered one of the best. The south is a no. And
Right.
yeah, Gene is right. It depends on your Chi number. I know, but that's the Chi number, KUA number is also in reference to Virtu or something like that. And like a number four, I think is the number four is the Chi number that does not want a north facing house. I'm almost certain it's number four, but I could be wrong with that.
Also, when you was saying that, I know like how the door sits in the house, like how your kitchen. You know, you don't want your sink in front of the oven, like direct. There needs to be wood in between. It's like all of that. It's just different. Even when you do your crystal grids, okay? If you are into crystal gridding, which I am, I love crystal gridding, and it's depending on where you sit it. You know, certain grids shouldn't be in your room, in your bedroom, and certain crystals shouldn't be in your bedroom. Things like that. I know, but it's how our house is. It's like how the bedroom door is with the, or even with the mirror facing the bed. It's not good feng shui or whatever, but you need something to block it, you know. And a lot of times that in case with with wood and things like that, so like a element, a straight element, you know, the bottom of your bed should not be facing the bedroom door. Well, mine does. Just because how it is, but I have a protection in between that to have like a barrier to where, because some houses just work like that. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of different rituals and things like that. So it's all about what are you being called for, what are you being drawn to, and go from there. I mean,
Yep.
because some rituals don't work with everybody,
Yep.
and others work with, with others. So
And you have to believe them when you do it.
yes,
Give the power to the ritual, and then the power will come back through the ritual. But if
right.
you do the ritual haphazardly, or you just do it because you're going through the motions, then don't be surprised if what you put in you got out. That's the key. So
Yes.
if you do the ritual, give it the respect it deserves, give it the energy it deserves, and then it will in kind bring you back the energy that you were hoping for. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. And I've seen
And
people.
that's so true.
Yep.
That's true though.
Yep.
Just like, when you say your affirmations, don't just be saying them just to be saying them and saying like, all right, look, this is what I'm supposed to do for the day, and that's it. That's part of my ritual.
Yeah.
Well, if there's no oomph behind it, or you speaking from your heart, then it ain't gonna make sense. It's just you just speaking. You just speaking some words out, and it's like, all right, cool, whatever. Just like singing a song, you know what I mean? But if it hits you, and I mean from your gut, and it feels amazing, then guess what? You have brought that energy in and making things move a little bit quicker, and in enhancing that energy as well. You know.
Exactly. And Gene XD again. How do you figure out your number? I don't know that answer. How do you figure out your number? Because I know everybody has a different number. So if you could type that in, that would be great.
Yeah. Have you ever lived on property felt like ancient natives lived on, wondering if it's cursed or more like your vibe needs to match or it's off? Well, here's the thing. All property, it doesn't matter where you at. All property is that way. But here's the great thing about that. When you come in, you are bringing new energy in. To heal that property, that land, sage, selenite. These are the crystals. You healing the land. You healing the space. You are letting your spirit team know, like, look, I'm on this property. Protect me, heal this. What do I need to do? Also, one thing, like you go into a new space, take 4 selenite wands or selenite pieces and to protect your home. Put it, go put them out in the, bury them in the yard, and put a barrier around your house, just like how the salt works. The same way, put a barrier around your land. You know what I mean?
And also the selenite, the little selenite piers.
Yeah, the little sense.
Put one on each corner of your lot. And
Yes,
make
that's
sure
what I
that
was
your
saying.
house is inside it. Yep, the same thing. Yep,
Yeah.
You can create these barriers to protect yourself
Yeah.
and to bring in good energy and keep away bad. Also, make sure you have rosemary around your house, especially at the front door.
Absolutely. I
Rosemary.
gotta get some rosemary.
Spirits don't like the rosemary, but I tell you
Yeah.
what, I do, and I love the smell
And
of it.
lavender, same.
Yep.
That's welcoming good harmony in. So there's a lot of things that you can do. I have to feed the hungry grandkids. Well, we thank you, Linda, for hanging out for us.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh. Shit, did you just say that? Say what? What would I say? Who said what? Who said what? I'm really just playing a bunch of rosemary and lavender. See? There you go.
There you
There
go.
you go. And rosemary is a protective plant, herbal plant. It's so many things. I use it during my rituals when I do candle magic. I roll my candle with rosemary oil, all of that, because it also brings in abundance, things like that. So, and protection. It's so much, it's just so much. And it's from the earth.
Yeah.
It's what we have. It's nothing out of the norm or what you gotta make. No, it's what we already have. So you wonder about the medicines and things like that, of the pills, not medication. We have these herbal things, and that's where holistic medicine comes in, I guess.
Absolutely. Yep. And that the holistic medicine's been around a lot longer than everything else. So
Yes.
it
Yes.
must be doing something right. Yep, absolutely. And the other thing about rosemary, it tastes damn good. I love it on
So
chicken.
do. It so does.
Yep, I take some chicken leg quarters, and I put some oil on it and some sea salt and some rosemary, and put it in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to do anything else.
You know what's also good is thyme. Thyme is good too. Thyme. Is it thyme or thyme?
Time.
Thyme. I like thyme. I love how because I don't eat meat. I just eat seafood and vegetables and stuff like that. But when I make Kenny's chicken and things like that, I put that to. Oh man, when you talking about the house smelling good, honey.
Yeah. The funny part is I like sage, and I like the burnt sage, but I don't like the flavor of it because it's a little musty. And so for me, when I bite something that's sage, I'm like, oh, they use sage. Okay, little musty, but but the thyme and the rosemary, oh my gosh, wonderful.
See, I think sage is not musty to me. To me, I feel like it's like if it's blended good, and I feel like it's a good blend with butternut squash. I can't remember this dish I had. Oh yes, I do. Now I got it. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit took me exactly to the restaurant. It's in Henderson, and it's an Italian spot, and it's sage ravioli. It's butternut sage ravioli, and
butternut squash.
And it takes away of that strong sage taste because of that. But they put the whole leaf on it. But it is a great blend. And that butternut squash, when it's done and it's pureed, and when it's done right, it's done. It was done. But this is a little Italian restaurant. Boy, I was tearing it up. I was like, dang, all I get is like 5 raviolis. Can I get more? Like, dang. And you know, they made this particular spot is everything was made in house. Even their noodles was in house. You know, when noodles are made in house, child, whoa. They are
Exactly.
delicious. They're light. It's not heavy. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, you fermented with cauliflower and jalapenos. So where do you live so you can send me a jar?
That would be. I'd be interested to taste that, especially
Yes.
with the jalapeno
With
little
the,
hit.
mm-hmm. Do you say yes? I was just about to give a hookup to this amazing Etsy store that you should check out. There is a sage box. If you don't have sage, that comes with sage, Palo Santo, a feather,
Oh,
a selenite wand. What else? The darn shell.
would it be this maybe?
That is what it is.
Yes, and there's an Etsy store called Sonoran Mystic Tarot.
Yes.
The smudging.
The smudging kit. Yes.
Absolutely.
The Abalonian. I was trying to call it what is it that Purple
Singer
Rain?
Apollonia.
Yes, I was just about to call it that. Oh man.
So, well, it's interesting. Yeah, it's amazing what you can, what you can find and what you can do with just what is in your home. You know,
Yes.
and that's an amazing. And again, it's opening up our minds, thinking differently though, because we have to remember that our way is not the only way. And
Mm-hmm.
so sometimes things have been there for a reason, and
Absolutely.
they
And I
stick.
feel like sometimes you got to tap into your lineage, you
Yes.
know? And when you tap into your lineage, now, regardless, we are all mixed with different type of lineage. You
Hmm.
know, one one part may work for you better than the other one. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's the part of tapping into that and welcoming that in. I say try all rituals that is part of your lineage, of your ancestors, and see what comes out like your best result. But certain situations are going to be more beneficial to certain rituals. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep. And it's interesting. You know, we were talking about the cauliflower and the jalapeno,
Yeah.
and let me show you this. This is we had this at the
I
in
love
New Orleans.
cauliflower.
We
Mm-hmm.
had this, and I'd never tried it like this before. We had let me get back here. Come on now, where is it? Where is it?
Is it the
Um,
egg?
yeah.
I figure it was the egg.
And this was done with jalapeno.
Ooh,
They're in
I
Pittsburgh
love
and in
spicy.
West Virginia and Pittsburgh area. We pickled eggs. We pickle eggs, and this is a pickled egg, but they pickle it in jalapeno as
Mm,
well, and it was so good. And I was in heaven, and I'm like, damn. And I didn't know if it'd be too much, but it wasn't. There was enough spice, enough
yeah,
hit, and it was done right because they actually had it done enough inside. Sometimes people don't cure them enough, or
yeah.
they don't pickle them enough, and yet this one, I'm getting hungry just looking at it. Oh my
I
god!
know. I've been hungry since this morning when we was talking about our new diets, child.
And I just had it up in here, but where is it? Here we go. Come on. Here we go. No. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. This is the one. Okay. I'll get it right. Look at this inside.
Ooh,
So the
wow.
pink got through, and some of
Yeah,
the jalapeno flavor. Oh, it was so good.
I bet it was.
But we went to the the boutique, the Vampire Apothecary.
Oh, I saw you had some blood, honey.
Yeah, it was interesting because they served this vodka and pomegranate juice in a blood bag. They call it a blood bag. So when you buy it, it's crazy. And I was looking to see. Oh, I do have it here. And so if you go to New Orleans, and some of us will be going because parties soon enough, but make sure that when you go to the apothecary and you get your blood bag. What the heck? Why is this acting up? Damn it. It always does this when you need it most. There we go.
Of
All right.
course.
Here it is. And it's wonderful. And it's funny because my spouse is a doctor and I tried to drink from it and it won't let the drink come through. I'm like, how do you want to do this thing? And it is a real thing because he clicked it like you're supposed to and I drank from it. But this is filled with pomegranate juice and vodka. And they also have some that are made with orange juice and other stuff. But but it's all covered red, so where it's the red stuff. But it was good. It was really good. And it's
That's
chilled.
awesome.
And when it's hot in New Orleans and that's chilled, it hits the spot. So
Yeah. Did you write down the website? What was the website again?
for which?
For the Kai number. I thought I saw, but
Did you type it, Gene, or what? Did we miss it?
I didn't. It looked like it was in pieces, so I just assumed that it was like not the site. Can you retype it, Gene?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Please.
Oh, here it is. Is this it?
Is that?
Kai number calculator. But is there something else that goes before? Is
Wait.
it dot.com? What is it?
What?
Oh, WOFS is the site, she says. WOFS.
.com. See, that's what was throwing me off. I was like, what the heck is going on? Okay.
So WFOS.com/
Kai.
let's see if that's there.
Oh, there you go. It came up by itself.
Yeah, it says
Got
why
it.
choose 4-letter acronym like WFSO for your business. Interesting. And then it's and then what was it? The Kai number KA.
Well, it will automatically come in the rest when you type it in.
Oh, mine didn't go. Mine just came
Wow.
WFSO.com, right? Oh no, it says it's the number of sale.
And then slash.
What? I'm getting something different than you got. That's interesting.
WOFS.com/KUA. What was that? --calculator.
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you so much, Gene. Thank you
Yes.
so much. That's good information there. I love it.
My number is 7. I got the number 7. Success, Northwest, health, Southwest, love, Northeast, and personal growth is West. Oh, worse, unlucky is North, 5 ghosts is South, 6 killings is Southeast, total loss is East. Well, hi, damn. Now we gotta look all this up. Now I gotta do some research. Thank you for the homework. What's yours? Did you see?
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay.
Hope I gave it the right address. Birth date. All right. Okay. I don't know if the years go back as far as need to be for me to have a birthday.
Yeah, it does. It goes all the way back.
I was there when Christ was on the cross. What are you talking
Lord. Well, you look good. Shit.
It says my number is 1.
Number 1.
I'm number 1. Why try harder? Hell yeah.
All right.
It says my best compass directions are southeast, east, south, and north. My worst are west, northeast, northwest, and southwest.
What's your success? What's your best one?
Success is what do you mean? The directions?
Yeah, the direction.
Success is southeast.
Southeast. Okay.
And then health is east, love is south, and personal growth is north.
Oh wow.
Yes. So
North is not good for me. The South ain't good for me. Nor is Southeast good for me or East.
oh Lord.
So, right? Personal growth is West, Northwest for love, health Southwest, and success Northwest.
Yes. Folks, you
Mhm.
should check this out. It's an interesting thing.
Yes, please go check it out. Everybody, go check out that website. Um,
Probably get more information than you ever need,
you
but I'm
will.
telling you, look at this. And I just put the site there for everybody to see.
Personal growth is supposed to be your best. So West is my best. So do I need to go move back out west?
Go west.
Right, for personal growth.
Exactly. Interesting. This is cool. Well, super. Thank you
Yes.
so much
Thank
um,
you.
for sharing that information. That's great.
Absolutely. So everybody in the chat, the link is in the chat. So make sure y'all click on that so you can check out your Kai number.
Exactly. And that website is the World of Feng Shui.
Hmm.
Super. Well, Shawna, I think we just what a better
Julie
way to
said,
end
"Please
on,
move."
right?
So what?
No, I said what a better way to end on having learned something
Right.
new, which is
This.
wonderful.
Right.
Thank you for sharing that information with us. We
Thank you so
truly
much, Jean.
appreciate that. Absolutely. And
Julie told me to move, move back, move west, Shauna. I'm coming, Julie. Personal growth is all good things wrapped into one. I hear you, Jean. Thank you for coming on and enlightening us today with this.
exactly. So let me save. I'm saving one thing because I'm like, this is cool.
Yeah, I'm all right. Right.
All righty then. So thanks again, everybody, for coming in. Thank
Yes.
you for sharing your time with us. So thanks for the questions, and just thanks for always being so supportive. We
Yes.
appreciate that. You know, when you come in, you're being cool with everybody, and it's great that everybody does that because some I see some of the drama that happens on live, and some people get on there and get messy and get just ugly. And I'm so glad that that's not what we experience here. We are very
Yes.
fortunate in that way.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, if you know, we handle them. If you want to come in crazy, we handle them just well.
Yeah, it's true.
Your resume. We got a new video. If your resume don't is equivalent to my resume, then yes.
Exactly. No, that was I love when I saw that. I'm thinking
Yeah.
I gotta make that work. I gotta figure out something with
Well,
that.
you did, and that's perfect. That's a great response to everybody. But
Exactly.
yes, everybody, thanks for the support. Thank you for supporting all of us. Our group is getting it's expanding and especially the Tuesday nights are awesome. I'm not in them because but it's 9 o'clock by my time, and I'm like, oh, energy shut down.
And Shawna, give the church announcements the times when people run.
Church announcements. Okay, check out Julie and Scott tomorrow. Scott Underwood for the Gabriel Project. Now they got names for their shows now, so that's awesome.
Mhm.
Check them out tomorrow. You won't be disappointed if you did not get a reading today. You get your reading tomorrow, and you wouldn't want to miss it. That's Love Riot Warriors and Scott Underwood. That's tomorrow. Saturday, we got a chill day. Sunday, which is fun day, there will be a special going on, a special event. Make sure you are tuned in. It may start around like 11:30, I'm gonna say, just because everybody's coming in and want to eat, and it's gonna be brunch. So spend your time with Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Okay, the main platform is going to be Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Okay, and you don't want to miss out with that. It's going to be amazing readers. All the folks that is in during the week, they are going to be there minus me. Okay, they are going to be at Sonoran Mystic Tarot's domain tomorrow on Sunday. So make sure you want a reading. The energy is going to be amazing. Amazing. Don't waste your question on a general. Ask a question, get some clarity, feel that energy, and see what Spirit has in store for you on Sunday. Monday,
Monday, Monday, Monday.
I am back for tea time. Okay, we're gonna talk about the upcoming energy for the week, and also get some free readings in as well. Okay, Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, Tuesday we got calling on angels, and nope. Boom, that's Wednesday. We have Susan Grayson and Love Riot Warriors on Tuesday. Make sure you check them out for your readings. Also, on Wednesday, we do have Love Riot Warriors and Calling on Angels, which the name of the show is Ask the Angels. Or, no, is it Call the Angels? Call the Angels? Call on Angels? Whatever it is.
On Angels 1111.
Yeah, that's Bonnie's. But I'm
Okay.
talking about the name of their show. I thought it was Ask the Angels, I believe.
Oh, I don't know.
They got a name. They got names for their show. You know, they're a little more bougie
Bougie.
than we
They're bougie.
are.
They're
They
bougie.
bougie.
You're only taking them into the bougie land.
Right. We need to go to bougie land. Okay. So make sure you check them out in the morning. That evening, if you missed the morning show, it's okay. We got the evening show, which is Miss Angie, A5 Says, and Sonoran Mystic Tarot, which is Dawn over here, will be on that evening. So make sure Keena don't play. She is the moderator. Don't be coming in there with that foolishness, because you will get excused. Okay. Excuse. So make sure you come in early to get your questions in as well. And then Thursday, we are right back on here. Same bat time, same bat channel. And then it starts all over again. That is our church announcements for the upcoming days. If you have gifts and you want to tap into your gifts, or even if you are at a certain level and you want to do some practice, please reach out to Sonoran Mystic Tarot, which is advice at Sonoran Mystic Tarot, so you can join the class on Tuesday evenings.
Free. No charge.
No charge. This class is 100% free. And you can work with others with your skills, with, just practice your gifts. It's judgment free.
All over the nation.
Yes.
And so you're looking at some amazing readers.
Absolutely.
That are all over the nation. So
Yes. So if you want to be part of that, all you got to do is you can email me, but I'm just going to send it right to Don. So make sure that you email advice at Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and you will get a link and go from there. Okay. I believe also, wait, we have the 19th.
Oh, yes.
We have the 19th. If you are in the Scottsdale, Phoenix area, please go check them out. It will be best if you book.
Yes.
For reserve a time for yourself, because it can get crazy and you be like, well, I missed out. I came. You have the moment right now to book a session with either Susan, Julie, or Dawn. So just email Dawn at advice at Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Okay. I think that's all the church announcements.
I think so.
I think I hit everything on the head right here.
And if we didn't get to it, we'll eventually get to it. So not a problem.
Boom. Make sure you are following all of us and are subscribed to all of us.
Exactly.
Okay? From YouTube to Facebook to Twitch as well.
Absolutely.
So there you go. Link tree down below, email on the other side. Okay.
Exactly.
And he also has a link tree as well, and it's the same. Link tree, Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Okay. And once again, we do not solicit for any readings.
Absolutely. Nope.
You want to book a reading with us? You can do so, but it ain't free.
True.
But you won't be disappointed either.
Nope.
Also, go check out the link tree down below for products, for gifts, and all of that. Crystal infused skincare to intentional crystal jewelry. Okay. All made by me. I co-create with Spirit and Spirit directs, and I make. Spirit lets me know, and I make. I do not outsource. Everything is in house.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
There we go. Church announcement. It's a long church announcement today, child. Let's see if we got any sick and shut in that we need to go see.
I'm sure we get some hungry out there. Some people are hungry.
Hungry.
They're like, hey, you're coming to my lunchtime.
Yep.
Or dinner time, depending on where you are in the world.
Depending on where you are. I know we are. We over here and then been talking about food all darn morning. We are talking. Ain't nothing else in the cups, honey. Ain't nothing else. And Don, you got 2 cups over there.
I got 2 cups. I got 2 cups, and they're running very dry. Very dry.
Yes, well running dry. That being said, everybody, we greatly appreciate everybody hanging out with us today. We love y'all, and we are so appreciative and so grateful for all the information that was shared with us today. As well, we sharing information with y'all, because what's the point of keeping it?
And share the love for everybody else with people you
Yes.
people you run into. Tell them about some information. Whatever you learn, share it with everybody else. You were meant to have it for a reason, and then one of the reasons are to share.
Yes, go check out that French Sway for your Kai number. Thank you once again, Jean. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, all y'all that put y'all 2 cents in it today. We greatly appreciate it.
Yep. And one more time, there's that feng shui
There
site.
it goes. Yep.
Make it easy for you if you haven't gotten it down already. So with that said, we are out of here. Goodbye,
Yes.
adios. And again, thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.